What's going on, everyone? It's your guy Rez. You already know what it is. What it do, people? It is episode 68 of the live stream that happens every Wednesdays on your channel, your boy's channel, Rez. Hope everybody's doing well out there. What's up, everyone? And got a special guest in the back. You see my homie. Shh. Hey, Rudy. He doesn't want to be. He's not in the mood right now. But welcome, guys. Welcome for coming back to the stream. If this is your first time hopping on, welcome. I invite you guys to join the stream and let's talk, man. Let's talk about some topics. I have some topics I want to talk about. I know right now it is playoff season, so I know there is a game currently going on. But if you want to hop on while watching the game, or if you want to just chime in the stream in the chat, you are more than welcome to do that as well. But typically I have guests on here that hop on with me. We'll just kind of break down some topics that's on, that I have been thinking about lately, or things that I wanted to talk about. And, I also take requests as well. I do these live streams every Wednesdays, guys, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I take requests. So if there are specific topics you would like to talk about, feel free to DM me or message me, on my social media platforms, which you could find in the description of the stream. You can see that I have YouTube, obviously being on YouTube right now, Instagram, as well as being on Twitter and Facebook. So I don't know if did I miss any? No, I didn't miss any. But I do have people that want to hop on, which I will let someone hop on. Before I do that, though, I want to highlight this comment. Big shout outs to Big John. What's up, Rez? I was the first like. I appreciate that. Also, guys, if you could like this stream and video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, or share the video as well in the stream, I greatly appreciate it, man. So that being said, I'm going to let some guests hop on. Got somebody in the queue right now. Yo.
What's up, Rez?
What's going on? I'm assuming you're watching the game, huh?
Yeah, I'm watching the game. Yeah, it's but we got the split, even if we lose this one, we got the split and come back. Joel will get his hardware on Friday night, and hopefully we can take it from there.
Is it right now, is it in Boston, the first two?
Yeah. They're the higher seed.
Got it.
They were like the 2 seed in the East, the Sixers are the 3. So it does suck that they don't reseed in the NBA.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, we would be playing at home versus either. I guess we would be playing New York right now, but it is what it is. We gotta play that boogeyman team, so we gotta beat them eventually. Eventually, it's gotta happen.
Whoever wins between this series between the Celtics and the Sixers, I think will be going to the Eastern Finals. In my opinion, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, they do go to the Eastern Finals. This is the second round. So you mean?
Oh, that's right. I'm tripping. So it's the Knicks and
Miami
versus the Celtics. Got it. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Right. And that series is 1-1, and it looks like tonight we're going to be 1-1 because
Tyler
was not missing here in the second half.
Yeah, I'm looking at the scoreboard right now. It's on here on my.
Yeah, it's
looking like
it was an 8-point game at the half, and the Sixers can't buy a basket right now in Boston. Another miss, and they can't stop Jaylen Brown tonight. And Tatum is not having a good game, but then they got the masked man there, Brown, and it just I kind of had a feeling about tonight. It's tough. It's tough to beat that team twice in Boston. So you knew they were going to come out with extra fire tonight, even with Embiid coming back. But he's played pretty good. But it's just one of those games. You just have to hope. Oh God,
1-1 for that. It's better to be one series tied up than be 1-0 right now, or 0-1, if you will, like my Warriors did last night. But anyways, have some guests. I have another guest I'm gonna let hop on.
Hey, Rez.
Big John, what's good? What's good?
Hey, what's
Big
up,
John?
man?
Yeah.
Sir
I like
Charles.
it. Barkley.
You know it.
Yeah. No, welcome to you guys for hopping on this episode 68 here. You know, a couple things I wanted to talk about. Obviously, if you see the title of the live stream, it's something that kind of piqued not my interest, but I was just out of curiosity as a sports fan. Just to kind of jump around a little bit. So in the last 48 hours or 72 hours or so, there has been a lot that has happened with me, which is good stuff. I don't know if you guys know this, but I was actually given the opportunity to be interviewed by my local ABC7 Bay Area by a news reporter who goes by the name J.R. Stone. Shout out to J.R. Stone for reaching out. He actually reached out to me and messaged me because he saw one of my videos on YouTube, which was my Warriors collection video that I did probably about, I want to say 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's getting up there in age, but the video has been one of my most popular videos in recent times. And it has been something that was actually, I want to give a huge shout out to King Leonidas, who's in here with the hand emojis. Thank you, bro. But he actually inspired me to make collection videos. Now, I know I did personal jersey collection videos back in the day, but I did one specifically of the Warriors jerseys in my collection. And I think in that video, there was like about 54 jerseys. They've nearly doubled since then. But I got hit up by J.R. Stone from ABC7, and he was like, "Hey, like, I saw your video. It's really cool. You want to do an interview?" And I was like, this can't be happening. Like, I had to pinch myself because I was at home. It was on a Monday. It was right before the day before the game. And I was like, is this real? So I went on his profile and I looked at it, and I was like looking at like his page had a lot of followers. And I was just like, yeah. And I saw people who were following him who were also very reputable people as well. So I was like, absolutely. What do I need to do? And so he was like, can you be ready in the next like 30 minutes? And I was like, oh boy, I don't think, I was like, I don't know if I'll be ready in 30 minutes. I mean, like maybe you can give me like a couple hours or somewhere, like a day. Cause I'm in the process of moving. So I don't have everything here at the moment, but I did have some things here. I have a jersey rack here, but they're different teams. So he was like, well, he's like, I could always use some of your older footage, but I want to interview you. I'm doing a story on the whole Dubs versus Lakers series. Would you be interested? I was like, yeah. And he's like, do you have any Lakers jerseys? I was like, I do actually. So fast forward, it's through a Zoom chat. So he's chatting with me through a Zoom, and he's having this conversation with me, and he starts recording the moment I hop on the Zoom. And I'm like, oh, damn. Okay, there's no time to rehearse this. Like, we're going on the fly. All right, let's do this. So he starts asking me questions about, the Warriors and the Lakers. And it was interesting because the way it seemed from some people's point of view, and I don't know, you guys can chime in on this, but people made it almost seemed like it was, they couldn't really determine whether I was a Warriors fan or a Lakers fan because of the jerseys that were being shown in the video. Despite the narration saying that I am a Warriors fan and that I have a lot of over 100 Warriors jerseys, and his favorite one is the Curry jersey. So like, I don't understand where the misconception was about that, but I was really thinking about it because I was like, okay, like, is that really the case? I don't want to, like, first I thought I was overthinking it. And then it started dawning on me. I'm like, does it really get that impression that I am a Lakers fan, even though I'm wearing Dub Nation hat? I mean, the fact that that's coming out of my own mouth is like blasphemy. Like, blasphemous to me. Because you guys know me. I mean, you guys know that I'm a huge Dub Nation fan. I rep Dubs.
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But I just want people to understand, because there was more that was shown. There was more in the interview that was actually shown. The interview consisted probably 15, 20 minutes. And it was various questions about different things, not just Warrior stuff, but it was like, what do you have back there? How do you organize your jerseys? How much is this stuff worth? There was a number of questions. And he actually asked me if I had some of my favorite Warriors jerseys. And I said, well, the one I'm wearing right now is one of my most favorite ones, which was the 75th anniversary with the Diamond Patch Curry jersey. And that's what he highlighted in the video. But I was also showing my J Rich jerseys. I was saying how he's my favorite player, not Curry. But I also have I started talking about Klay Thompson because I'm a huge Klay Thompson guy. And I showed him some other things. But for some reason, the video was edited to the where I was just holding Lakers jerseys. I didn't show. It was like Kareem and Magic, the usual suspects, Kobe, rest in peace, and Shaq, like the big hitters that a lot of people know the Lakers for. And I'm a Jersey head, and I told the reporter, I was like, first and foremost, I'm a sports fan first. That's what I said. I said that I'm a part of a lot of communities where we all have the same passion and we all rep our own individual teams. But at the end of the day, we're all sports fans. And he was like, that's really great. But there was people coming at me like, so it was a bit confusing because it almost seems like you're a Lakers fan because I'm showing Lakers jerseys. I was like, no, I'm a sports fan. Although I love my Dubs, don't get me wrong. I want to know your guys' thoughts. If you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, by the way, I'm sorry. I was actually interviewed by a reporter, and I do have the link to that video in case you guys want to see it. I will post it in the chat because I don't want to get a copyright for sharing that video because I'm sure it is part of that. But do you guys ever get that? I mean, like for you, Mighty, I know you're a big Sixers Philly guy, and I know you're a big Jersey head as well. But like, do you ever get people that question you? If you're wearing something of the opposite team.
If I'm out and about, and I'm wearing like another, like let's say a Ken Griffey Jr. Mariners jersey and the hat, some like at a mall or something, someone's like, "Oh, you're Seattle Mariners fan. You're from Seattle." And like, no, I'm a Phillies fan from Philly, but I'm a Jersey head. And the kid was my first favorite, baseball player. I have a lot of his jerseys. So it can be very confusing. I always say it's a split personality. You're a fan of your teams, but you're a Jersey head, you're a collector. And I know we have many in the community who just collect their team and that's it. They won't even look at another jersey. But for me and you and Big John and other people, who come on and whatnot, yeah, I mean, we look all over the place, and we have rival teams too in the collection. And, it's just one of those things that this is how we can kind of have that kind of put the fan away and just go with the collector, but it is tough. I mean, I thought it was kind of odd that that they showed you showing so many Laker jerseys. And I was watching that, that segment you did, and I'm like, why does Russ have all the Laker jerseys, but I understood that it was part of that, they were asking you about your collection. So they just kind of clipped a lot of you with the Lakers stuff. But we all know you're a big Warrior fan. You have more Warrior jerseys than anything else. Whereas me, I mean, and it's all good. But for me, like if some local news would come to me and say, hey, you're a big Jersey head, Sixers Celtics, do you have Celtic jerseys? I am one of those, and I know I've said this before. This is where the fan comes in. I am one of those. I have jerseys of every team. If my home team, like right now, the Sixers are playing the Celtics. If they're playing the Celtics, I don't look at any Celtic anything. I stay away. The jersey, I don't even look at the jersey. I don't look at Shamrocks. I don't look at, the only green I want to see is Eagles. That's it. I don't want to be associated at all with that team. And that's just because they're playing my team in the playoffs, right?
Right.
Like last round, it was the Nets. I'm not looking at anything Nets. That's just how I'm wired, So it's a little different, I guess, for me. But I have all the teams. I have all the jerseys. I have every team conceivable in pro sports. But yeah, I mean, it's, and I do wear them. So, again, the roundabout way answering the question, I have been questioned about that before, and people are like, "So, what do you think of Philly?" I'm like, "Well, I know it really well."
Yeah,
It's like a Bulls jersey or something.
It's funny because today, actually, this morning, because people at my job actually started to see. They saw the video, and I was getting hit up the next morning. They're like, "Hey, what's up, Big Shot?" And I'm like, "Well, I heard you were on the news," and I was like, "Yeah, I was." And then they were questioning me. One of the guys was actually questioning me because he's a Lakers fan. He's like,
Uh-oh.
"Are you a Warriors fan?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And he goes, "But why were you showing Lakers jerseys in the video?" And I was like, it was trying to explain to them, right? And I was saying, well, I was using the narrative, right? Because this is the most easiest one to use. A lot of people are Michael Jordan fans, right? Not everyone, but the majority of people are Michael Jordan fans. They have a Michael Jordan jersey. They wear a Michael Jordan jersey, but they're not a Bulls fan. It's the same thing with people who wear Kobe jerseys who are not Lakers fans. I am not a Lakers fan, but do I have Kobe jerseys and Lakers jerseys? Yes. Do I wear them? Yes. The same thing with Allen Iverson. I'm not a Sixers fan, no disrespect, but do I have Allen Iverson's jerseys? Yes.
Yeah.
So it's weird trying to explain to people who are outside of this because people just really can't seem to fathom. And that's the interesting thing with sports for me is that there seems to be these official rules that the fans make. And I think it was Throwback King that said this, which was a great perspective because he was saying that like there's a lot of people who basically like he's like I'm not a Sixers fan. I'm a like Iverson fan. Like there's a difference between that, right? But people can't really seem to understand that. Like how can that be? And you look at he also said, you look at the players. Sometimes, after a game, you see them holding each other's jerseys and, and they're like smiling. Like the players don't care. I mean, some do, but like the majority of players, they're there to collect the check. That's their job. Their job is to win playing for a professional team, whether they're on the opposing team or what. That whole rivalry thing, like that starts with the fan, and I feel like it ends with the fan.
Well, you know the old saying, Raz, that players and owners and coaches come and go, but the fans are always there.
Yeah.
This is in our heart. This is what, this is the pride we have for our team. And so it's different for these players. And I think we live in an era where it's much different for these players because back in the day, you had those rivalries. I mean, just as early as the 90s, you had those rivalries and it meant something. The team, you just had this hatred with these teams. Nowadays, players are teaming up, to form super teams, so there is the rivalry for team to team in some aspects is just not there anymore. Even though it's old time rivalry, like here in Philly, we hate the Cowboys. We hate the Giants. We hate the Celtics, right? I mean, the old heads are talking about the Dr. J versus Larry Bird, years and all that, right? But the players today, I mean, you have like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Joel Embiid, and the next thing you know, some of those players could, join together on either Boston or Philly and just become a super team. So the rivalry isn't there with them; it's there with the fans.
Yeah. I got two guests I just let hop on. Bay Area Throwbacks and Ty. What's up, man? What's up, guys?
What's good?
What's good, Rez? How's it going tonight, guys?
I'm chilling. Just chilling like a villain here on the live stream. I appreciate you guys hopping on. I don't know if you guys heard the topics that we were talking about right now, but I want to call this little segment Being a Fan. I'm curious because, we're all different fans of different teams. I know Bay Area, you and I probably have majority of our teams are the same. But for people, that are Jersey heads or sports fans, like how do you guys feel about the whole situation that was involving, the interview that I was interviewed in?
I mean, for me, I think it's just funny because it's like a lot of these people act like they didn't live through the early 2000s where everyone was wearing everything. So that's not like a foreign concept that people wear jerseys of teams that they're not fans of. So I don't. It's kind of like I don't know. I don't. Like I said, I don't do it anymore. I used to, but it's not that I'm against it. I just choose not to. That's just my personal choice. But I understand it. Like there's a lot of jerseys where I'm like, damn, if I was still buying jerseys of all different teams, I'll buy that one just because it's a dope jersey or I like the player or whatever. But it's I don't know. It's the same thing as there's people who wear T-shirts of rock bands and bands. They have no idea who that is. At least you know the sports. You might not be a fan of that team or that player, but you know more about that the player wearing that jersey and that team than probably a lot of people who wear Guns N' Roses shirts or whoever else, whatever people wear. So, yeah. But I do think the news kind of not played you a little bit, but I think they cut up what I think I told you in my audio that they just kind of. Yeah, I definitely could tell they didn't put the narrative that you were talking about as much. They kind of made it all weird, but I mean, it's just not that. I don't know. It's not that crazy of a concept. I remember
you're telling me I got bamboozled. That's what you're telling me.
Basically. But but my bad. I'll let whoever Ty or whoever talk.
Yeah, Tyler. What's up, bro?
What's up, guys? They did you dirty not showing the J Rich collection, by the way. Like your J Rich jerseys are some of my favorites in the collection, so they did you dirty on that. But
yeah, you know what though? Like I understand, right? Because with all due respect, like Stephen Curry is like a household name. Like everybody universally who's a sports fan should know the name Stephen Curry. Jason Richardson, I know he's my favorite Golden State Warrior. I know we all grew up to watch him play, most of us, but like that name is not going to be as appealing as a name like Stephen Curry. You know what I mean? And I get it. Like I understand as a news anchor, you want to draw the attention of household names, something like that, and I don't know. I mean, I wish, because I did show my J Rich jersey. I did. Like I showed it in the video. And I was like, believe it or not, Stephen Curry is not my favorite player, even though this is one of my favorite jerseys. And his jaw kind of like dropped. He was like, what? Like, that's absurd. Like, how can that be? I'm just like, it's just that's the era I grew up with. That was my favorite era, even though we weren't winning. It was kind of the precursor to the dynasty that we're used to seeing today. But I mean, it was just like, I get it. I get like as a news anchor, I get the fact that he had an agenda. But I was like thinking about it. I was like, yeah, well, I was showing my Kobe and Shaq. I was showing a bunch of Kobe's or a bunch of Shaq jerseys in there. But he also did show a snippet of that Warriors collection video. And he did mention that I did have over 100 Warriors jerseys. Because he asked me, he's like, well, how many Warriors jerseys do you have? And I was like, I don't really have a definite number right now. But I would estimate right now it's probably over 100. And he was like, over 100 jerseys, like Warriors jerseys. And then he asked me, well, how many jerseys total do you have? And that's what I told him. And, I'm not mad or anything. It's just that I was like trying to think, like, was it kind of, did it look like from the outside, like it was being manipulated to where I was like a bandwagoner, if you will, because I know I'm not, but, I don't know. I'm just like, if you guys were put in that situation, how would you feel knowing that you weren't a fan of that team?
I think that the narration they did on it actually did a pretty good job, like showcasing you as a Warriors fan. It was a very weird contrast between what you guys were actually talking about in the conversation and like the videos they're showing where you're holding up all the Lakers jerseys and everything as you're talking about like owning 100 Warriors jerseys.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know. I feel like in that situation, because I even have a couple Lakers jerseys in my collection, and like being a Suns fan, hate that team more than any other team in the league. But like, Kobe and Shaq, man, like you gotta have those two at least. So I don't know. It's kind of whatever. Like they did a good job narrating it. The videos that went along with it did not match.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, and it was unfortunate because I wanted to set up, like I wanted to have more time to set up, like, and replicate my Warriors rack that I did in that video. But obviously, as I mentioned, I'm in the process of moving, so a lot of my stuff is scattered. So I don't have all my Warriors jerseys here. You know what I mean? With the exception of the few that I wear pretty regularly, my J. Rich, my Curry. I have a Klay Thompson one here, and a couple of other things as well. And GTC, you probably don't know, but I was actually interviewed by ABC 7 News on Monday, and I posted the link of the article, the video, if you want to see it right here. If you move further up in the comments, and you'll understand what we're talking about. But it was a cover. It was a story on the Lakers and Warriors series that's currently happening right now, and people were coming to me telling me, like, are you a Warriors fan or are you a Lakers fan? Because the video looks like you are a Lakers fan because you're holding Lakers jerseys in there as I'm wearing a Warriors jersey. So, I mean, I think of it as just, I think it's funny. I think it's funny at the end of the day that something that is actually recorded could be spinned in a totally different light. Based on the narrative of the thing that was being edited or being shown. Because, people look at us, right? And they probably see like, oh, well, at least for like me, Mighty, Tyler, and even you, Big John, and they probably see us wearing different jerseys and they're like, this fool's like jumping the bandwagon.
All the time.
But, we're all sports fans. You know what I mean? Like, I know with the exception of you, Bay Area, like you stick strictly to the Bay, which I'm like that 75% of the time, I want to say, but I do occasionally collect other things, and it's interesting. It's just interesting as a sports fan how they wire and interpret things. Like I'm telling you, man, it's being a sports fan is very, very interesting to me. Like just the whole psyche, the whole like the stigma. It's like, oh, how could you wear that color? Yuck. Or like, how could you wear that piece of, whatever on your body and stuff like, it's just funny to me. It's really funny to me. I feel like sometimes I have like that. I feel that way too. And I even told J.R. Stone, the reporter, that I have like these pre-rituals. Like I was like, right now, if the Warriors are in the playoffs, I'm not wearing anything else but Warrior stuff. I don't want to think about anything else. I don't want to look at anything else on my rack. I have this weird ritual, and he was laughing. So I thought he was going to post that on there, but he didn't. And I mean, there was other people, to be fair, there were other people that were being featured on that interview as well, not just myself. And it was like probably a 3-minute segment or such. But it is what it is. I don't know if you guys want to add any more things before we jump on to the next segment about this, but
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, since we're talking about this topic, Rez, I remember being in high school, dude. Everyone knew I was a Bears fan. And, I remember rocking, like, Rob Gronkowski jerseys. And anytime I would rock a jersey, people would come up to me, especially the Cowboys fans, and they would say, oh, you're a bandwagon. I thought you were a Bears fan. And I tell them, I was like, listen, I'm a Gronkowski fan, and I like to wear jerseys. And it's my money. I'll spend it however way I like.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, wear what you like. I was really curious to hear your guys' thoughts because we're all collectors in here. And I know we're a special breed. There's not that many people out there that collect like we do.
No doubt about it.
It's different. That's why, I think I feel so close to you guys because it's like I thought I was the only person in my area or in the world. When I first got into this and I started collecting and started posting on YouTube, I was like, I'm probably the only person that's doing this. And then I found a full army of you guys on here, and it's great because it lets me know that I'm not alone and I'm not crazy. But yeah, no, I hope I don't end up as a meme because that's the last thing I want to do. I think I would have to disappear from social media entirely.
You know that Pistol's just getting ready. He's already got that footage of you holding up the Laker jerseys. He's gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready.
Yeah, I really hope the Dubs come out of this series, man. I got Dubs in 6. I don't know how you guys feel. I don't know how you feel.
I think they're gonna come out of it too. But
I mean, just the way that the Lakers have been all season long. Granted, they made some changes, getting rid of Westbrook and getting
which was good. It was a good move by
them. because they really turned it around. Nobody was expecting them to make it, not even to the
Yeah.
play-in, and they turned it around really quickly, which is great. But I mean, come on, man. With the Kings, this Warrior series, the fact that it went to 7 games, like, first off, tip my hat off to Mike Brown and the Kings organization. They really, with that current organization and the way that they played, no doubt in my mind they'll be back again. But you can't expect to win it all after having a 17-plus year drought of no postseason. Like, it just doesn't work that way. It doesn't.
No.
And
at the end, you saw in Game 7 the difference between
Yes.
a team that's been there, done that, and a team that,
Right.
that just – and like you said, the Kings had a great year, and hats off to them, and they're a good young team. They have a Fox on the team, which is always nice. And then, you know, they showed what they're capable of doing. They just weren't ready. They weren't ready for that challenge in Game 7, even though it was in Sacramento. The Warriors just took over, and once they put their foot on the gas, it was all over for the Kings.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, until about 7 minutes left in the game, that was still a good game. So I mean, Sacramento really pushed that series until within 6 minutes of it being over, 7 minutes. So, and if it wasn't for Looney, do 25 rebounds, and
Unbelievable.
then
Unbelievable.
Curry just started going crazy like he was playing middle schoolers, and just when did the Curry, this Game 7 Curry like we got Game 6 Clay, so that went crazy.
Yeah. I don't want to just talk about like the Warriors though, because I know everybody here is rooting for different teams. But how do you guys feel about your series if your teams are in? I know your Suns are going up against Denver
We don't
right now.
gotta talk about that. We could skip over that one. We don't gotta touch base on it. We're good.
I mean, I don't know, man. I really want to see this. I really want to see a Suns Warriors matchup because I want to see
I do too.
the potential of D Book and even and of course KD. Obviously being a former Warrior and all, but like I want to see that. I want to see that now. But I don't know, man. It's just injuries suck. But how do you get? Do you guys feel confident? Everybody's all like, "What?"
What's confidence again? I sort of lost that after last series.
So, like, how do you guys feel like with the current rounds that your teams are in right now? Like, do you guys feel like you're gonna pull out of this? You guys feel like, ooh, I don't know. I know it's only like what, Game 2 right now, for most of us. But Big John, who are you rooting for? The Sixers?
Rez, no, listen, yeah, I got the Sixers jersey on since they was playing today. But you already know my team is, bro. The Lakers.
Oh.
Wait, hold on, man.
Oh, man. Come on.
Big John's gonna get that screen grab of you with the Lakers jersey.
Listen, nah, bro. Rez and I, we're family, we're brothers. I would do that to him. Plus, we already got Pistol. Pistol will do that. But
working in the
listen,
cuts.
man, the Lakers was the first team I ever watched, man. Going back to Kobe, Shaq, Gary Payton, all them guys, man.
Look.
And listen, I'm just happy my team made it, and the series they had with Memphis. Oh man, I enjoyed that. And now with the Warriors, man, I'm just happy, dude.
You know what? I'm a little disappointed right now because my dog got some colors on, but they're not.
Oh no!
Oh,
I just realized.
Rez.
I just realized your house is split right now.
I know, bro. This is ridiculous. See?
Do you
Why
and
did
your
you
girl have
the
a bet?
Warriors jersey?
Do you and your girl have like some type of friendly bet or anything going right now?
The bet is if the Warriors win, then she has to buy me and him a Warriors jersey. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, that's the bet, man.
Now what if the Lakers win?
If the Lakers win, then I don't know. I don't know what to say, but I will be very, very displeased. Look at him. See, he's like, all right, boy, come on, over there. But I think what it's going to come down to, I think it's going to be whoever wins. I feel like whoever wins this round between the Warriors and the Lakers are going to be in the finals. At least from the West. I don't know about the East. I think it's still tough to predict, but I think it's going to be. I don't want to upset anybody in here, but I with Joel Embiid being MVP, I mean,
I will say this.
I don't know.
If the Sixers can get over their second round hurdle, they have home court throughout the rest of the playoffs, including finals, if they get there. So the road is there. They just have to find a way to beat Boston, which they're getting thumped tonight. But I have hope. I have hope because we won game one without Embiid on the court. And Boston has been such a big bugaboo for this team for years. So to get game one in Boston, and Harden making that big three towards the end, and it gives me hope. Whereas other years in game one of the second round, the Sixers lose. So they're already behind the 8 ball every year it seems in the second round. Well, now they're ahead. Now they tied, but I still have hope. I think when they come back to Philly, that crowd's going to be nuts on Friday night. I think that they can use that momentum, maybe get the next 2, maybe. And, it's going to be a long series. It's going to be 6-7 games against the Celtics. It always is with these two teams. So it's probably going to go the distance. But I think just getting at least one in Boston, I think, gives this team that, we can win there. And I still feel good about the Sixers. I like the team. They have a pretty good defensive squad. We would like to see Maxey get going, offensively, but other guys have to step up. Here's the thing. When you have Joel Embiid, and I think today is one of those games where, we're getting him back. Other guys kind of stand around. Other guys have to step up. Joel's in there, but other guys have to step up, whether it's Maxey, Harris, Harden, whoever. Other guys have to step up and put up some points because he can't do it alone, obviously. And I think if they can do that, they have a very good shot at beating Boston, and they have a very good shot at beating anybody, particularly if they do have the home court, throughout the rest of the playoffs, if they can get there. I think that's going to be a big thing because one thing I think we know about the Philly fans, and other teams had to find that out in baseball last year in the national the at least to get to the World Series. These fans are pretty nuts, and they make a lot of noise.
No doubt, man.
And the teams compete on that.
I'm gonna highlight some comments real quick because the comment section has been popping up. But it's GTC says by force because Papa got the 49ers gig, so he wanted the show and cannot BR and him and Bob Fitzgerald. Yep. Daniel says Looney can't stop AD. You know what, bro? I'm gonna give props to Looney, but AD, man, when he's healthy, that guy is a monster. Like in the paint, like dude had like 20, I think it was like 22 rebounds in the first half. Like, that's nuts, man. And Looney is he's a great center. Don't get me wrong. I love Loons. Like I'm a huge Looney guy, but I don't. When you're putting him up against AD, it's tough because we've all seen the capabilities of Looney is, or not Looney, AD. But we also know he's very injury prone. So I think and I said this before the series even started. I said that the X factor in for the Lakers is going to be Anthony Davis. Because when that guy is healthy, they start winning games. And, of course, LeBron is LeBron. Obviously we all know the greatness that LeBron has. But, AD is that guy. I think AD is that guy that's going to hold the team and is really going to push this series very quickly. But, again, not to take anything away from the Dubs. I don't know if you guys saw the game yesterday, but literally there was I think it was less than 3 minutes left. The Warriors were up. Or the Lakers were up by it was a 14-point lead, and Warriors cut that lead in less than a minute.
Yeah.
So it can really, really change the atmosphere of the game. But I think it's going to come down to those role players. Like you guys, Bay Area. I'm sure you saw the game. I'm sure you saw that shot that Jordan Poole made, which it's like
10 seconds from damn near half court.
It's like, bro, you're not Steph Curry. Stop.
He's I don't know. He's I don't know. He's doing too much. He thinks he's Curry sometimes,
That's
and he
what
also
I'm saying.
sometimes he looks like Bambi with heels on because he loses his legging and he's falling all over the place sometimes. So I
think JP. I think he lacks confidence. Honestly, I think he does. You could just
you
tell.
You think Poole does?
No, yeah, JP. Absolutely. I think he lacks confidence.
I think he has too much confidence. That's why he's always all crazy and just doing crazy stuff because he's too confident, or maybe compensating. I don't know.
I think that they're putting him in those situations to make. You have to be put first and foremost. You have to take those shots in order to be great. Not everybody's going to make shots, but you have to be given those opportunities. If you want to be great, and when the time comes, you need to be ready. Look how many games we lost with him making shots or turning over the ball or having
that one. Yeah.
There's so many. Like I lost count of how many times it happens. Warriors basketball talk. Sorry, guys. It's one of those things where it's like I feel like, and then the whole thing with Draymond, like, I think that really kind of shook the relationship, and even in his confidence a little bit. I think I don't know. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting. Obviously, we don't know what happens inside the locker rooms and in the organization itself, but you can't just help but notice these types of things.
And the thing is, I don't mind him taking the last shot because he's a shooter, but with 10 seconds left from that far, that just didn't really make sense. But I don't know. He's interesting.
I think Draymond. I think Draymond needs to go. He needs to D up on AD. I think Draymond is probably going to be that guy, but you also don't want to get into foul trouble early in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're going to lose. You know what I mean? And
and they love calling Draymond on those on fouls, but at the same time, it's kind of his doing over these last 10 years or whatever it's been. So he's kind of put that on himself.
GTC says, "Oh, Bay Area man, I love Fitz and Brooks. It's sad, but Larry Krueger is on YouTube every night making more money."
Yeah, I need to check out Krueger.
I gotta check that out.
I liked him with what's his name?
Brooks.
We were just talking about him, Radnich back in the day, and they were good.
Yeah. Daniel says, "Hope Philly makes the finals and lose." And he's a Cowboys fan too. So.
Well, he wouldn't know anything past 1995 anyhow. So his way is.
You forget everything past 96, Mighty. You just gotta forget it. It never happened.
Nah.
Oh man,
we've been pretty good since '95 there, Daniel. Unlike some team from Texas.
King Leo says, "I got the heat."
By the way, Daniel, Jalen Hurts. I'll just leave it.
What's the series right now with the Knicks and the Heat? Is it
1-1?
1-1.
1-1. Oh, so okay. I thought they were like in a really bad spot right now because King Leo was like, "Man, the Knicks got me nervous." I'm like, "What's going on? What's going on?" Sixers
That's
from
right.
there.
Kate Scott. Yep.
Okay. As long as you got Scott Foster on your side, you'll be good.
How many points ahead is considered a blowout? I would say anything 20 plus. I'd say. I think 25 is a blowout. 20 you can probably come back from a 20-point deficit, but 25 is kind of rough because the team would just have to be playing extremely reckless. Astros.
Oh god.
Well, hey, Sam, who beat who this weekend? Who won the series this weekend, Sam?
The Giants just beat the Astros 2-3 this Monday to today. So
there you go.
Dodgers, but
TJ fan says the NBA playoffs have been great this year, but I know I'm kind of off topic. But NHL playoffs, oh, that's great, yeah, have been great too, especially with the Boston Bruins versus Florida Panthers.
Dude, Pavelski just went off.
We had some fun with Adam on the weekend. We did. We
trust me, I had my fair share with him too because he was rooting for the Kings, and he actually bought a jersey in spite of me. He bought a Mitch Richmond Kings split jersey, and I'm like,
it
bro,
was Adam's fault. See, yeah, Adam, stay away from Sixer jersey.
Yeah,
like, bro, I've never met anybody that bought a jersey in spite of a person. That's some boss shit. But
Adam's Adam's sneaky mean. You gotta be careful with Adam. For a big guy, he's got that streak to him.
King Leo says, as a Knicks fan, they had a successful season. I'm proud of them. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's good to see that. Like I really want to see like the Hawks and the Knicks really go far in the postseason. Like those are like teams that you don't really they usually get eliminated like pretty quickly. All due respect, but like you have
I
your
got a
usual.
question for the panel. What are your guys' thoughts, and in the comment section too? What are your guys' thoughts about all these injuries in the NBA? I mean, I remember back in that you didn't see these kind of injuries. Now, maybe teams are a little more cautious these days. Maybe the medical stuff's a little different, but the game was a more physical game. Obviously back, I grew up with it in the 90s and not 80s before that. And you didn't have players missing this amount of games in the playoffs. It's weird. It's like every series someone is out.
I mean,
star
maybe
players.
it's I mean, with all this what is all the stuff they're doing in the NBA with all the star players sitting out and all that, maybe they're just not used to playing so many games anymore in so many days because they sit out so much these days. So when they do, they're just they fold easily.
It's like I'm watching the Knicks Heat game last night. Jimmy Butler's in a tank top on the bench. I mean, other series, obviously. I mean, Embiid at least misses a game every year, but John Moran. I mean, all these players, these star players that when you're watching these playoff games, you want to see the stars be stars. Well, they have to be stars if they're actually on the court. And it's just weird to me. I know we've had years where other players have gotten hurt, but it just seems like every series someone's out. And it's like, I mean, again, it was a different era. And, now players do a lot more working out and a lot more stuff. But, I mean, I remember watching those games, and, I mean, physical is all get out. Those Bulls-Knicks series back in the day, the Knicks and the Heat, the Knicks and the Bulls. I mean, the Heat and the Bulls, the Pacers. Physical series where players wouldn't miss a minute.
I think a lot of it.
Oh, go ahead. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. So I think what a lot of it comes down to more than anything is investments in players are higher than they've ever been, right? Like contracts are at an all-time high right now. So you want to protect your investment. And on top of that, with the advancements in medical technology, like just to kind of tie into another passion of mine and Rez's in particular, we just know a lot more about injuries now and how to handle it. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of guys in that era were playing through injuries they just didn't know about and were hurting and just playing through it. Like in pro wrestling, for example, in the 90s and 80s, how many guys were working through concussions constantly just because of that. And so and same with football for that matter too. How many guys would just play through the concussions because we didn't know a lot about it. So I think just as medical technology has advanced and we've learned how to handle injuries more, players are going to miss time for injuries they may not have in the past that they may not have even known about. That could be a potential serious issue down the road. So I think it's just like protecting the long-term safety. And as Throwback King said too, they're way more athletic now. So like you have everyone moving faster. Like in the NFL, we're seeing running back longevity decrease. And that's because linebackers are so quick off the line. Like you have linebackers running like 4.5 40s now, and they're just able to get to you and at that speed and at that much weight, like just hammering into you like that. So it's a combination of a lot of different factors, but I think those are the biggest ones that contribute to it.
Well said, man. Yeah, no, that's a great thing. Just to highlight some more comments, going back to TJ because I know he's talking about hockey stuff. Yo, I'm shocked with the Seattle Kraken. Like I haven't really followed NHL playoffs since the Sharks got pretty much the boot. But like I'm actually really shocked that the Kraken like are winning this much. Like I mean, with a new franchise like that, like yo, that's great. Like I think it's cool that they're a new franchise like that is having the success that they're having right now. But
our boy Pavelski went off. I think it was yesterday. He had like 4 goals or something.
Really?
Yeah, Pavelski.
Damn. He's been in the league for a long time too. Very, very long time. He's up there. Who are you guys rooting for? Are you guys rooting for anybody right now? I mean,
I don't mind going for Dallas just to see Pavelski win something. And then Meyer's still in the playoffs, right? Timo Meyer, who's he with again? Whoever he's with is in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. He just got laid out some crazy play the other day. So I wouldn't mind seeing Pavelski win something. He was with the Sharks all those years and all those playoffs and didn't get to win. So I wouldn't mind seeing him win.
For sure. Hey!
Oh, look, they win a game and he shows up.
I'm already on hat number 3.
Look at this.
What's up, man?
I couldn't fucking not come on here. What the fuck?
Where's the Panthers?
Come on, bro. Wouldn't miss it for the world. No, I'm just kidding. Hope you're all good.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Like
of
the
course.
beam.
You're brave. Like the beam. That beam has
You know what? Fuck it. I'm in a shitty mood again. Bye. No, I'm just kidding.
Bulls Pistons series used to be crazy. Yeah, no, that was a very physical series. And
that's how the Bulls learn to win. Like,
that's what they pushed Michael Jordan to become what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, by the way. I just saw the Air movie.
Man, yeah.
I saw it, dude. I have not seen that yet.
I still don't know if he gets the shoe or not. I don't want to be I don't want any spoilers.
Yeah, I want to know if he ends up signing that shoe deal or not.
I actually, so I'm late to the party, but I actually started watching series with my wife on HBO Max, Winning Time.
That's a good one.
It's pretty cool. I gotta say. I mean, I know there was some exaggeration with like portrayals of some characters in there, with Jerry West. That was like, I messaged Matt because I was like, man, I never knew that Jerry West was like this, and he was like, it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I thought
Jerry West was pissed. He tried to sue the studio because they fucking made him look like a drunken buffoon.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of players. I know a lot of players actually did not like take it too well. Like hearing about it. Kareem, I know Magic was like, you got to come to the source, directly to the source. But it's entertaining, and I know that it got renewed, right, for a second season.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so I mean, I haven't finished it yet. I think we're on what episode are we on? Episode 3. Yeah, we're on episode 3 right now. So
I'm still on episode 1.
Damn, I didn't know I was ahead of you. So,
bro, don't even get me started on that.
It's a good. No, I enjoyed it. Like, I thought it was interesting to see.
Again, spoiler alert: they end up winning a few championships.
I love the jerseys in that series.
Yeah, I was. So are those actual are those game worn, game issued, or are those Mitchell?
No, they were made for the show.
Okay.
But, they were made to look like the old jerseys, and they did a really nice job. They really look good. Mm-hmm. And there's even and I won't give anything away, but there's some scenes in like other stadiums where they're like in the corridor or something. You see like the old logo of the team in the back. It's like, oh man, this is great. I thought it was really well done, and I thought it was really well acted. And I just really love that. I hope they do another season of it, but I really enjoyed that series.
Who's making the do you guys know who's making those? I mean, I haven't seen the video or the series, but I've seen pictures. Do you know who's making the jerseys?
Oh God!
Because I know
Mitchell and Ness.
It wasn't Mitchell and Ness. It was oh goodness!
They'd be using the foam mesh on fucking everything.
Wasn't it Sand? It's not Sandnet, right? Did they make those?
I forget if it was Sandnet or not. Because I remember when I was watching the show, I got some pictures of the players in the uniforms, and I put it on Kings, and someone said who made it, but I forget if it was Sandnet or something. But they made they really made the vintage looking jerseys. To the specs of those for a TV show was really, really well done. Really well done. It may be Sandnet. I forget.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but they look really legit.
All right, Ty.
All right, appreciate it, bro. Thank you for
Peace.
hopping on, Ty.
Yeah, thanks for having me around, guys.
Look
Talk
for
to
a
you.
lot for my bad.
See you, man.
Take
But
care.
yeah, no, I was
Thank you,
I was curious to see because the jerseys actually they looked like they were actually from the 80s. And I was like, I know Sandnet is very close to the like the originals that were worn.
Is Sandnet still a thing though? Like, are they
don't-
still like around?
I haven't heard from them in a long time, so I don't know. But I don't know if it was something that was made specifically just for the show, like where they did something like that. I know. I feel like we talked about this before in one of the live. I don't remember, and I know there was a post about it on Kings too. I know, but I don't remember who made it. Link. Oh, I'll post the link.
I almost want to say it was Sandnet, but I don't know. This is like over a year ago when I posted the thing, so I forget.
Yeah, I'm like so far behind everything, guys. Like I'm like late to the party. Like
So am I.
so I just started.
I'm behind on a lot of shows too, but
I know I'm
There's
a
just-
bad Lakers fan.
There's so much to watch. But how was Bay Area? How was the movie Air? I know you're not really a sneaker guy, but like, do you think it interpreted or focused on the signature Air Jordan line well, or do you feel like could have done better?
I thought it was dope, and it was cool to kind of see the story because it's more. I mean, I'm not going to say too much, but it was obviously more about Nike's perspective more than about Jordan. So it was cool to just kind of see how the dude. What was his name again? The hell was the guy's name?
Talking about Matt Damon?
The guy who Matt Damon played. Yeah, was his name again? Sonny, right? Sonny Vaccaro or something like that?
Yeah, Sonny
Yeah,
Vaccaro.
Yeah, him. It was cool just to see more of his story and how he kind of, led to that happening and how those shoes changed a lot when it comes to sports shoes in general or sports athletes collaboration. So even my girl who doesn't really care for Jordans or sports in general, she liked it a lot too. So it was a good movie.
It's great. Yeah, I definitely want to see.
Y'all gonna be sneakerheads by the end of the year. Now I'm calling it.
Not me.
You're like, nope. I stick to my my Air Forces and my Vans. And
Air Forces and Vans, and I'm good. I'll stick with that.
What up, man?
Max.
What up,
What's
man?
up, Max?
What's going on?
Chilling, man. Just later in the conversation.
That's good.
So yeah, no, like the going back to the show. I mean not show. I'm sorry. Yeah, Winning Time. Sorry. Well, I wonder what season 2 is gonna be about. Like, is this gonna focus? Is this gonna transition like other eras of this, or is it gonna? Because I haven't seen the whole thing, so I don't know. But
I hope they do. I hope they start focusing like what he went through while he was in the league with HIV and the All-Star game. I hope they focus on that. Like, all right, they got the Lakers dynasty is done. They started, but I feel like they should, because they started the show with the announcement of him having HIV. Yeah. I think they should pursue that and see what he went through. As far players like Karl Malone calling him out, like he didn't want to play with him and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool to watch. Or that whole dream
Karl
team.
Malone fucking dead.
Yeah, it was just so funny. It's like hearing all these names, like because my wife was like, "You know who that is?" I was like, "Yeah, I know who that is." And then she's talking about Norm Nixon. I was like, "Man, he's a dick, man. What the hell?" I was like, I don't know if that's how he really was back in the in the day, but I was like, man,
that's really Norm Nixon's son.
Oh, really? Shit, I didn't know that.
That's his son.
That's crazy.
He played him really good. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
I feel you guys. I don't know, like for those of you who don't seen it, but for those of you who have seen it, the guy that plays Magic, Quincy Isaiah, tell me he didn't look like a young Shaq. Like
he looks just
he
like
looked
Magic.
like a young Shaq.
He looks exactly like Magic Johnson, bro.
He looks
by
like
the way, a side note is just funny. Like, I don't know why you say spoiler alert. I think everybody's seen it except for you. I don't know anybody that hasn't seen that show.
The guy who plays Kareem looks like Kareem. Like
the guy that plays Kareem is like.
Don't worry, Rez. I'm with you. I ain't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen it, but I haven't finished it. Like I just haven't finished it. That's it. But it's
watch
pretty
it
good.
in one day. You can watch that whole thing in one day.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's like they're like hour episode longs because they're on HBO. But like the guy that John C. Reilly as Jerry Buss is like fucking like.
Oh, he killed it. He's the best part of that show.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I definitely recommend it. Like you don't even have to be a Lakers fan to like the show. Like it's really good. Like I think
like, if you're a Jersey head, like it's so dope to see how accurate and they pick. The guy that played Julius Erving is horrible. I think
I haven't seen Dr. Dre yet.
I was like, yeah, I was so disappointed. I was like,
what about the guy that plays Larry Bird? Because I haven't seen.
I like them. Larry Bird, like you never. It's funny because there's certain people like I've never seen somebody that looks like Larry Bird. Larry Bird has such a unique look to him. I never seen like, yo, he kind of looks like Larry Bird. Nobody in Earth's ever said. I have never seen somebody that kind of looks like Larry Bird. So
he does. He does resemble Larry.
He's like one of a. You think he's like one of a kind? It's like the guy that played.
Like I've never seen anybody that kind of looks like Larry Bird. Somebody always kind of looks like somebody
until the show.
Or I think season 2 can like the whole Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Larry Bird, Magic, yeah, exactly.
They were teasing it throughout the whole
really
season.
Get into that.
There's so many ways you can go,
And there's a lot more with the Buss family that they have to get into, and know, so that whole drama. So I'm sure they'll dig a lot, and they'll over embellish in places, of course, but. I loved it. I loved that season. And I'm like, when's season 2? When's season 2?
Yeah, I like the whole Pat Riley, the show, the Pat
Riley.
That was really good. That was really, really, really good because I didn't know any of that. I didn't know that he was an announcer with this guy Hearns, and I didn't know none of that. That was really cool to see.
It's funny because when they had Pat Riley in there, I was like, yo, is that Pistol Pete? Like. What's good? He had the whole Pistol Pete haircut. Whenever I think of Pat Riley, I think of like him when he was like on my
and slick back hair.
Yeah, like I don't picture what you see on Winning Time. Like I was like, yo, that's like Pistol Pete.
He hasn't really turned into Pat Riley.
Yeah, he hasn't turned into Pat Riley.
That's still coming.
Got it. No, that's cool. It's dope. Like I think it's a really cool biopic of these people, these real life athletes and stuff. But
my only thing is if they can make the jerseys perfect for the 70s or 80s or whenever that is, why can't they do that for more recent jerseys for us? That's the only thing.
That's Jersey had problems.
Funny.
That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
You just gotta go to True. That's all.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Jeez.
Yo, show some love for my man fucking Rivalry Sportswear. Fuck True. No, I'm just kidding. True's good.
Trying to start a war, bro.
No, I'm still waiting on some jerseys from Rivalry. I'm just waiting.
So I wanted to talk real quick about what happened with me on the weekend because I actually was able to meet.
Why you gotta talk about it when I get here? Like,
I'm just saying, like it was a dope experience. For those of you who don't know, I was able to meet Bo Jackson and Ronnie Lott in my hometown. Well, not hometown, but close to where I stay at in Santa Clara. But it was cool, man. Like it's just I was gonna talk about this in more depth, but my interaction with Bo and Ronnie Lott were like literally 5 seconds. Shook his hand, basically held the jersey, took the photo. I just took a photo with them, by the way. I didn't get anything signed.
Did you see the pinky?
That's what everybody's saying. I looked closely and I was like, I can't tell like with Ronnie Lott's finger because they were like everybody says like, oh, he like ripped his finger. They told him to cut off. He said to cut off his finger.
It seems like every time somebody tells a story, by the time the story is like, yo, they took his arm off. Like, bro, it was the tip of his. I know. It wasn't like the whole pinky. It wasn't his whole arm. Like people like exaggerate the story every time I hear that story.
It's funny though, like just to hear it because it's like. First off, like my first impression, right, when I saw Ronnie, and I know he's like older now, he's like in his 60s, but I'm like, damn, he's hella skinny. Like compared to what he was, like, when he was in like the 80s and 90s and stuff like that.
He was a fucking unit when he was playing.
Yeah, like exactly. Like when I think of Ronnie Lott, I think of like that hard hitter, because watching like the highlights and stuff like that. But nah, he was like, and he's not that much.
He'll probably still lay you out to this day, though.
That's what I said.
I think he'll still lay you out.
Hell yeah, shit. I'm not gonna mess with Ronnie, damn. But like, yo, with Bo, bro, when he shook my hand, I was like, yo, this dude he's so jacked, bro. It's like he could still play. Like,
yeah.
Like bro, like that thing, like your physique like never left. I mean, obviously he's older now, but like just like the force I felt when he shook my hand, I was like, damn.
But do you think he could still run over Brian Bosworth?
Brian Bosworth still thinks he can run over Brian Bosworth.
I got my money on the Bo. But no, he was super cool, man. There was actually a kid who took a picture with him wearing the infamous pads, with the baseball pads. This little kid had that whole getup, and he was
awesome.
and it was really cool to see because like the person that was passing out the photos was like, man, I really want to keep a photo for myself because it's just so cute. But like from what I saw, like they seem both pretty cool. Like I know Bo is very particular with what he'll sign, what he won't sign, but like as far as I know, he was signing a bunch of stuff with the exception of the infamous Nike, the athlete poster. Like he wouldn't sign those. He wouldn't sign Tecmo Bowl. It's weird because I heard that he wasn't signing Funko Pops, but I saw him signing them.
Oh, they're a bunch on eBay, so yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I was like I was trying to get him to sign a photo, but they didn't have like any photos of Bo there. Like I was like, bro, this is a sports convention.
I don't see why he wouldn't sign Funko Pops because obviously you have to sign a contract to make Funko Pops, and Funko Pops are still new. So
yeah, like I don't get it. Like because I saw a video on YouTube of a guy who was saying like, oh, Bo refused. I saw him at a golf game, and he was like, he refused to sign it, saying it's not officially licensed, and he got him on video. But I think Bo was turning him down because, it's not like a paid event.
Exactly.
My own time, like but he was like, I can't sign that. He's like, I will never sign that. That is not officially licensed. Like, yeah, it is. But then I saw him, and I was like, I wonder if that's going to be the case. Nah, he was signing like Funkos, but he was charging. It was pretty expensive. I mean, to be fair, it's Bo, but like everybody was telling me, my hardest thing was like, what am I gonna wear when I meet him? Because I had so many jerseys. Like,
Royals.
What did you end up wearing, Rez?
Royals.
Just for clarification.
Did you not follow Rez because he posted a picture of it?
Oh no, I know. I just wanted to do it. I just want to hear him say it.
Freaking asshole, bro.
That's 2 times in 2 months.
I told you, gotta watch out for Adam. I told you.
That's 2 times in 2
I
months.
wore the 87 Raiders, LA Raiders joint. I know.
What? Reds for Raiders?
2
fucking
times
Bo,
in 2
man.
months.
It's Bo Jackson.
Oh
bro.
shit! I'll never wear Raiders. Here, let me wear it once a month for the past 2 months.
Well, it's not every day you get
bro.
it's not every day you get a chance to meet fucking Bo knows.
You should have wore the Royals jersey. I know you got a Royals jersey of him.
I do, but I want the powder blue one. Like I don't have that one. That's the one I wanted, but I don't have
What, the one with the Hauser patch on the sleeve? Yeah.
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 Those are dope.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
have
that's
that.
fair.
Somebody just put that one on sale.
Hey Neil, did you ever end up getting that one?
No.
What, dude?
I have the old run with
Yo.
Hauser, but
Speaking of though, I did get something I'm gonna share with y'all right now. It's a pickup. Hold up.
Oh,
Another
shit.
Kraken.
I was gonna say that.
yeah,
The
I tried
12
to
inch
get- I
Kraken.
tried to
No,
get
this
one of the
this one
Hauser,
this one's gonna be Cthulhu.
I don't know what that is.
Snacks. What is that? A minor league hat?
Yeah, the Hartford Yard Goats. It's the
I was gonna say, is that the Hartford Yard Goats? I actually know. I'm aware of that team.
for the Colorado Rockies.
Finally got
AAA or-
this
I'm
back.
sorry, go ahead,
Huh?
Rez.
Oh no. I was saying I finally got back this in the collection. This to me is I'm not getting rid of this. Like, yo, I got it back.
Go fuck
Let's
yourself,
go.
Red. You're a piece of shit.
You getting that?
Well, welcome back to the club, there, Rez.
Yes.
Fuck you,
Be
Red.
You know how
Be
hard-
careful, those crack, man.
Yo, you know what? I've been meaning to make my way out to the Bay Area. I might have to come by, Some might go missing. Who knows, though?
So I had that jersey back in the day, and I got rid of it. And I was like, man, I want to get that shit back so bad.
Hey, what size is that one, Rez?
Don't
Not
worry
yours.
about it.
It's in my side.
It's your
It's my
size.
size. That's all you need to
That's
know.
Is it my size?
That's what you're supposed to
Nah, not anymore.
Damn. Damn. Shots fired.
Woo.
That was I called that.
Ooh. All right, Rez.
Nah.
All right, bet.
No, I got it for a good deal, and I'm just glad I got it.
What's the good deal? I want to know. Under 200?
Below, yes,
All right, cool. That's a good deal.
yep, that's a good deal. And it's still brand new with tags, so I was like, yo,
There was one on eBay that was like a 5X that I missed out on. I'm kind of kicking myself about a little bit.
damn,
I mean,
5X.
5X.
Bro, I need it for my collection. I have
What is-
besides the white one that Neil has, I have every other Pistol Pete jersey they made.
Slacker.
You got the white all-star?
Slacker.
I got the white All Star. Yep.
Yeah,
The only
that-
ones I'm missing are the purple Jazz and the white one that no one knew existed until Neil found it.
What white one? What are you talking about?
that's great.
The white Atlanta Hawks, the
The
white,
pinstripe
green,
one?
blue.
Some of
The
us.
what?
are
I'm
just
sorry,
bigger
say that
Pistol
again?
fans, that's all.
The white, green, and blue Atlanta Hawks.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is common. Like that one shows up the most, I think, of all the pistols.
No, not the one that Neil has. Neil has the only one that I've ever seen.
It's the
It's
the
the 71-72 Atlanta Hawks. The white,
the lime green one, but white.
yes.
yeah.
They used to pop up all the time. Now
I've never seen that.
It's a unicorn now.
Is that is that an alternate color or is that like an actual?
No, that's actually
wore it.
technically their home color, right?
I had to check with nostalgia. I didn't know.
everybody
I saw
thought it
it,
was fake.
and I'm like, is this a knockoff? And Slim was pretty sure it wasn't. And it turned out Nostalgia Boy showed some pictures of Pistol wearing in game with that white jersey. So
Yeah.
they wore it.
Technically,
So-
the green is the alternate. The blue is the white is the home, the blue is the road, and the green is the alternate.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know they had alternates back then. All the way, that was like in
the
the 70s.
ABA. They did it.
ABA.
Okay. That's clean. King Leo, he says, Larry Bird looks like Big Bird. Never saw him in the same.
Don't disrespect Larry Legend like that.
I'm saying you never seen Batman and me in the same room, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, but King Leo goes up against Big Bird in those games that he plays. So I mean, at the rec center, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yellow shorts.
Yeah, no, like
South Park has the greatest joke about why Magic Johnson has lived so long with HIV. It's fucking hilarious.
South Park.
South Park.
They always take.
So there's an episode where Cartman and Kyle both end up having HIV, so they go to see Magic Johnson to see like if he has a cure for HIV. And he's like, "No, listen, I honestly don't know why." They're like, "You know what? Let's go look in my bedroom, see if there's anything hidden in there that might be helping me." And he just sleeps with piles and piles of money.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
They're like, "You keep all your money in here?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't trust banks."
that's funny.
So South Park has the greatest joke about Magic Johnson and why he's lived so long. I'll die on that hill, damn it.
So what's everybody up to, man, this evening? Any highlights you guys want to talk about? Anything?
Go ahead. No, Rez, you're gonna throw your shots. It took me a while to get on here. Throw your shots now. Get it over with.
What shots am I throwing? I'm playing.
No. I know it's I know it's coming. I know you and Neil are chomping at the bit to make your jokes. So go ahead.
Okay, so you want to address the elephant in the room? Is that what
Go
you're saying?
ahead. Go ahead.
I have nothing to say because I don't have nothing against your respective teams or what, So
You talking about the Bruins?
I do.
he's talking about the Bruins, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
man,
first off,
Well, no, I was talking about the other thing.
The
For you,
Panthers?
it's what? No, for you, it's the Kings, and then for Neil, it's gonna be the Bruins.
What about the Kings? That I told you so. Yeah, I told you so.
As a Flyers
Hey,
fan,
real quick, I gotta get out of here.
see anything.
See you guys.
All right, bro.
All right, Bay
Have a good
Area.
one.
Be easy, man. I mean, look, I told you that this series. First off, when the series even started, right before it even started, everybody was saying that the Warriors were going to get swept by the Kings. I'm like, you're out your damn mind.
I don't know whoever said that is a fucking moron. Like, that's first off.
Well, you said your narrative will get once again. You proved
My narrative. What? Wait. Let me say it so that way it's clear and on the record. And if anyone tries to say anything different, I said the series was going to go 7 games, and that it was going to be the Kings winning in 7 games because the Warriors won't win a game on the road. That is what I said. Obviously, it didn't play out that way, but I did say it was going to go 7 games.
You also bought a Mitch Richmond jersey in spite of me.
I did.
So the fact that you spent money on me makes me very flattering.
Well, I mean, I wanted the jersey anyways, so I was like, all right, well, kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
You all right?
And they lost.
Yeah, sorry.
Everything all right there, Rez?
Yeah, I was looking at my wife, but my dog, he's jumping on his Lakers jersey, so you know.
Well,
Oh, good. Treat it like it like wet rag it is.
I mean, I just all I can say is I told you so, bro. That's it.
You did.
Oh my.
And I know the reason why I came on here is to fully admit that I was wrong. I will own up to the fact that I was wrong. I'm not going to hide from it. And then, yeah. So now I got to watch. What was it? Phase 1 of the MCU.
That's right. You got to watch Thor.
Now you never actually. I asked you this question because just for clarification, last time we did the live, you said I only had to watch Thor and the Avengers. So afterwards, in a side conversation off of the live, me and Rez changed our agreement to where I would watch all of Phase 1 of the MCU if the Warriors won, and I came up with a list of 5 movies for him to watch if the Kings won. Obviously,
how is that a punishment? Oh,
That's
you
like
lost. Go watch some great movies. Like,
Yeah,
how is that a punishment? I don't
awesome,
understand.
I have literally zero
Invite
interest
me
in those
out.
movies.
Yeah,
That's
you
why.
lost. So you gotta go watch
Time,
5
so-
great movies.
I watched The Lighthouse because of him. Like I would have never after watching that movie. And I'm not knocking the movie, but it's just not one of my movies that I would typically
It's
watch.
not for everybody.
It's not. I mean, I don't hate it. I thought it was very interesting because there was a lot of
I still think you should watch the list of movies that I gave you, just because they're all good movies in very different ways. They're not all weird.
I'm curious on that. What's on that list? I'm a movie. I'm more of a. I love the good dialogue. I'm a big Tarantino
Rez,
guy.
can you pull it up? Just because, actually, you know what? I can pull it up. Hang on.
I can tell you. If it's trash or not.
I mean, because I was looking.
It will say a lot about him.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm pulling it up now. Where is it?
I mean, if it means anything, my wife was like, "Oh, your friend has good taste in movies."
Aw, thank you, Mrs. Rez.
That's what she said.
All right, so the list was, it was The Witch, 1 Hour Photo, Suspiria from 1977, The Strangers, Jackie Brown, and The Long Good Friday.
I'm impressed.
Seems like a couple artsy ones in there, but okay.
I'm impressed. I remember, Mighty, what was that movie that we watched? The shark movie that I was like,
Orca.
Sharknado?
what was it? Orca, right?
Yeah.
Orca.
That movie was so good, yo.
Oh yeah.
Orca? Is this what it's called?
It's like
I don't know how we
a
started,
version of Jaws. It was.
how did we started watching. I don't know how we started watching it. I was like, yo, put it on.
Because
We
you
put
guys
it on.
brought it up, and that's one of my all-time favorite movies. So I'm like, well, all right, it has to be on Amazon. I found it on Amazon. We watched it. I
do enjoy The Departed and The Irishman. The Irishman was a little long.
How do you not enjoy the MCU? Exactly. How do you not enjoy the MCU? That's what I'm saying.
I didn't say I don't enjoy the MCU. I had no interest in watching the MCU. Superhero movies really don't. Superhero movies in general don't really do it for me.
They've been trash for the past 2 years, man. So
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. After Endgame was done, I kind of was like, all right, well, this is kind of
It's kind of
done.
repetitive, man. I was like, they're milking it. Like,
I mean, they have to, because what else are they gonna do?
Yeah, I just saw the Dune 2 trailer. That looks freaking amazing. Oh, I can't wait. Dune
Isn't that Batista? Isn't he in there?
Yeah.
He
Have
is,
you
right?
seen Dune is really, really good. The trailer just dropped for part 2. It looks so I can't wait for that.
But I maintain that my list of movies that I compiled for him, he should still watch at least a couple of them just because they're objectively good movies.
I will. In exchange, then we should change the bet to money. So I will take some currency, sir.
Absolutely not. I'm broke as fuck, and I'm trying to get them Doritos Dunks, and I can't even fucking afford them. But I'm gonna give you money,
bruh. You work at a sneaker store. How do you not have money? What the hell's wrong with you?
Actually, I don't work at a sneaker store anymore.
What? Oh shit.
He's bouncing.
I mean, I still got the hookup over there, but like, there's a whole fucking story that I won't go into.
Shit. All right. It's crazy because I sold a pair of I sold my Galaxy foam posits earlier this week. Good. Yeah, I got rid of them. Huh?
I bet if you would have worn them, this just would have fell apart.
I mean, foam posits are fucking like tanks, bro. Like
no, they're tanks, but the sole isn't.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the sole
come off. Yeah.
Your shoes will start talking to you real quick.
I mean, I wore them. Like I wore them a lot.
As far as the body, it is a tank. But the sole, I had the cough drops fell apart on me. So many soles.
A gum sole, really? That shit falls apart.
No, it doesn't fall. It just unglues.
Yeah, your shoes start talking to you.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, because I wore those a handful of times. But they're coming out again next year.
Honestly, I don't really fuck with the foam posits like that, bro. Like I already got big feet. I don't need to make them look any bigger.
I mean,
I'll be walking around looking like shit. I don't even know, like a mid '90s PlayStation 1 character with them block ass feet.
I mean, I'm cool with the royal.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I need is the royals.
That's the classic for me, man. Like
honestly, if I were to get one foam posit, it would be the pearls.
The coppers are dope too.
The coppers are pretty dope, but
I like the metallic red ones. I thought those were pretty cool.
Yeah, it was alright.
That was like blood. It was like candy red too, man.
It was like, yeah. My wife always says, "Oh, those remind me of Iron Man. Iron Man's her favorite superhero," so that's why she was like, "Get those." I'm like, "Fuck!" But
then I'm glad I watched the one movie. Then, like, it was alright.
The one.
Yeah, they are coming back, which is why I got rid of my pair, and then also the fact that, like I said, I'm kind of moving away from a lot of hype shit now. Like I just want shit that I know I'm gonna wear like all the time. But he wants to hear the story. What story?
The Adam story.
Why you sell the Galaxy
phone? Why I sold the Galaxy phones? I just, like I said, they're coming out again next year.
He didn't want them anymore. He's gonna get the new ones.
No, well, I mean, I'll try to get them, but the thing is, like, I'm trying to get rid of pairs that I paid a hefty amount of money for. Like, I don't pay resale anymore, but like for the pairs that I paid resale for, especially
let me ask you this with the Galaxies. I'm not gonna ask how much you paid for them. I'm not gonna ask how much you got for them. Did you at least make your money back?
The full amount? No, I didn't.
So you lost a little bit.
I lost a little bit, but I mean,
you got to wear them and enjoy them. So
yeah,
exactly. So I factored that in. It was a fair price. Like it wasn't like shit. Like I'm fucking busting my bank. It wasn't anything like that. But it was definitely. It just puts things in perspective for me. Now in this collecting mindset that I have right now, for at least for the sneakers part. I don't want like a bunch of pairs that are just sitting that I'm not wearing. Like if I'm not gonna wear my shit, I don't need it. There's an exception, like my 85 Jordan 1, the bread band ones. That shit is just sitting in my display, but I have no intention of restoring. Everybody's like, "Why don't you restore them and wear them?" I'm like,
nah, bro.
That's like a fucking collector's piece. You know, that's history.
That's why you don't touch up the Mona Lisa. You just leave it as is.
I like that. I like that analogy.
What? I don't like that. They say you don't put bumper stickers on a Ferrari. That's
I don't know if you might have to talk to him off air about that. I don't think he wants to put his business out there like that. I'm not gonna force you to say some shit if you don't want to.
Nah, it ain't nothing crazy. Just fucking like it got to be. It wasn't what I thought it would end up being, and I was just like, honestly, like I'm not feeling this, so I'm gonna take my leave.
The sneaker store only had general releases. That's why. You realize they had no.
Hey, nah, man. Listen, fucking, they had some crazy shit in there. They had the Air Dior's. They had the Off-White Chicagos. They had a bunch of Travis's. Like, they had some crazy shit in there.
I mean, I'm sure the job was commission based, right? Like, you gotta fucking make sales and shit to get.
Did you do the half baked deal? Did you do the F you?
No,
F you? You're
no,
cool.
no. It was a really amicable thing. Like, I talked to because it's a small business, so I work directly with the owner. And like we talked or whatever, and he's a really good guy. Like he was like, listen, if you ever want to come back, you're more than welcome to. Just give me like a couple weeks to get shit set up, and then you're more than welcome to come back. So like it wasn't like anything crazy. It was just it wasn't for me at the time.
I've always heard that retail is one of the toughest to stick.
It's crazy because I've never worked in retail.
I don't think I could have ever done retail. As much as I love the stuff.
I feel like
a consumer.
I feel like if I ever worked in a mall or wherever I love to shop, like I'm just gonna be jaded.
I mean, most of the jobs I've had in my life are retail, so I'm kind of used to it. It's just that, like, it's a whole lot of like mental health type shit. Like, I'm not gonna like bore everyone with the details or whatever, but just I wasn't in the right place mentally at the time for that, so I was like, let me step back. And he was like, listen, I get it. You're doing what's right for you. And I appreciate that. And you're more than welcome to come back if and when you're ready. So like, it wasn't anything bad. It wasn't like fucking half baked where I'm like, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. It wasn't anything like that.
Was this before or after the Panthers scored in overtime? That's all I wanted.
There it is. I was waiting for it. Nah, this was a couple weeks ago, Neil.
Okay.
It's
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just highlight this comment real quick. It's crazy because I hear the exact opposite of Costco. Like I hear Costco is like fucking life changing. They got one of the best benefits. They pay well. I'm like, what the hell?
It's to the point where if you don't, especially with something like that, especially with Costco, like if you don't know someone who works there, you're not working there. Like you have to know someone to get in there.
Really?
Because everybody wants that job because of the amazing benefits. Like they actually treat their employees really well and shit. So like they're to the point now where they can pick and choose who they want. And if you don't have a recommendation from an employee, you're probably not getting hired.
Wow. I would have never thought, man. I mean,
yeah.
One of my friends.
I tried to get into Costco and they were like, and I didn't know anyone that worked there. They were like, and one of the guys who worked there, like I was talking to him and he was like, listen, man, I'm going to tell you straight up. Like, if you don't know anyone who works for Costco, especially the store that you're trying to get into, you're probably not getting in.
Damn, well, that's fucking discouraging. Shit.
I mean, I get it though, because they're very, very sought after job. Like for someone that like, if like working like a regular job, like not in like IT or like anything crazy like that.
So 96.
That was 30 years ago, man.
A lot of shit happened that.
He's just shows your age, bro.
Yeah. What were you gonna say though, Snacks? You said something.
No. I was gonna ask Mighty. I'm like, man, how do Eagles is basically the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm like, bro, I drafted the whole team. Like, what's going on? I'm watching the draft and I'm like, did every Georgia Bulldog go to the fucking Eagles?
Oh, they just kept
the Philadelphia Bulldogs, bro. What do you mean?
No, drafted basically the whole team.
Georgia-Delphia. That's
Yo,
all it is. Yeah.
y'all got the tight end too, right? The tight end from Georgia?
And they made
And
a
then they
trade.
get DeAndre Swift too.
They did, and he went to Georgia.
Yeah, that's what I'm
so
saying.
There's
That's
another
like-
one. But he's
Now, let me
Australian.
ask you a question.
Wait,
Now,
time out,
Mighty,
time out.
as an Eagles fan, did you hear the rumors that they were trying to get Derrick Henry?
I did. Slim and I talked about it at length.
Are
And,
you would obviously DeAndre Swift is a bit of a downgrade, obviously, right?
Yeah, but
I'll take Swift
well,
all day
DeAndre
over.
Swift. Yeah, the thing about DeAndre Swift, and I would have loved to have gotten King Henry, but he's a younger back, and the Eagles are going to go with running back by committee, so they're all going to be fresh. I think they should just sit Boston Scott till he plays. He always scores on the Giants, so just play him then. But it was a shrewd move again by Howie to get a younger back who still has tread on the tire, and he's in the last year of his contract, so it's kind of a prove it year for him. And it's a Howie move. I mean, this is
I think he wouldn't fit in the Eagles. I wouldn't want to see Henry in the Eagles. I think he'll change. He'll change the dynamic of the team.
Yeah, it's a
you
different
got
kind of offense.
Swift can catch the ball. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say
And
fucking
as far
Henry
as
got
the
2
Georgia
bricks to hand.
players, I mean, both of those guys, Carter and Smith, both of them could have been top 15 picks.
Oh
And
yeah, I know.
It just so
you guys
happened
got
that
the tight end
Carter,
too, right? You guys got the Georgia tight end too. I think.
I didn't see they got the Georgia's. Was he a after draft, one of the non-drafted guys?
I gotta find out.
They didn't pick a tight end in the draft, but he could have been an undrafted guy they got later. They got an offensive lineman for the future from Alabama. The Eagles learned over the years after some of those bust picks from Pac-12 teams or whatever. Now you go in the SEC. Now you go in. All right, this is where the big boys play. So all right, we're going to get guys from there. They could.
Can I go on a rant
I would have been happy
for a
if they
second?
got Snacks. I would have been happy if they got some Ohio State guys too. I mean, this is what you want to do. You want to accumulate the talent from the bigger conferences, and not that it always works out, but I mean to kind of remake the Georgia defense that was one of the most dominant defenses in college football in recent years. Not to say it's always going to translate to pros,
it's hard to.
but I mean, these guys are. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's a bit of a risky move, but we'll see what happens. But for the Eagles, Raiders, it's going to be about offense anyhow. I mean, that's
the Raiders pissed me off. They got a defensive end. I'm like, bro, like Christian, what's his name? Gonzalez was right there. I'm like, get Gonzalez or the cornerback from Oregon. And
where did he end up going?
He ended up going to the Lions. Was it the Lions? No, it wasn't the Lions. I forgot what team he went to. No, the Patriots. Yeah, the Patriots. Yeah, that's what I wanted. We got a defensive. Why did we draft a defensive end? We got Max Crosby and Jones as defensive ends, and you draft a defense. I'm like, bruh. My bad. I don't want to talk about the draft, but that shit.
What do you think about?
Wait, real quick. Can I talk about how the Patriots need a fucking tackle, and at no point did they draft a fucking tackle? They got a center, 2 guards.
They probably drafted a kicker from Kent State. That's going to be your next Hall of Fame.
No, we got the kicker from. Shit, I don't remember. And then we got the punter from Michigan State.
Yeah, like the only.
No tackles up.
It was funny because I watched that Thursday. I went over to Slim's over the weekend and I watched the Thursday, the draft, the first round at a sports bar in Maryland. And I'm surrounded by, aside from Slim, I'm surrounded by Commander and Raven fans. So when the Eagles, made their pick and they got and they're like, I'm wearing
what the fuck?
I'm wearing my Devontae Smith jersey, so I'm all eagled up there in the Eagles hat, and they're like looking like, oh, okay, well, yeah. but the Commander fans were just happy that Snyder was gone. I said, well, you got the Sixers owner as your owner now, so
What do you think about C.J. Stroud getting drafted to the Texans?
I hate that he went there, but at least I know
we need new uniforms.
But that's the only thing. Is like, that organization is an abomination, bro. That organization is horrible. If you hear the horror stories of the owners, and they're just cheap and they don't care about the players.
Yeah.
And They're not doing anything to win.
Nah, definitely not. It's kind of
No.
fucked up. I mean, look what happened with JJ Watt. Like, he just pretty much finished his career there. It was like, fuck it, like, let's end this shit here. And it was like, it's just sad.
They traded DeAndre Hopkins for basically a bag of footballs, and they signed Brandon Cooks.
But I think they won the draft though to get Will Anderson and
I was
CJ Stroud. And I was
Levis.
I do not want Levis. Please don't draft Levis. I was like, please don't draft Levis. I do not want that dude nowhere near our franchise. He ended up going to where did he end up going to the Levis?
Let's see.
He got drafted in the second round. I forgot what team was it. That wasn't the Rams because
no, it was
the Lions.
That
wasn't the Lions.
Yeah, you're talking about the quarterback from Kentucky, right?
Yeah, he's from Connecticut too.
Yeah. Fuck, who drafted him?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anyway.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I think it was the Lions.
All right, Big John. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, Big John. I thought it was kind of funny. The receiver that the Ravens drafted is the same exact height as Steve Smith. That they had a picture of the two of them standing next to each other. He's just
you're talking about
was that the kid from Boston College?
Yeah.
I liked him. I wish we would have. I'm happy with the Gonzalez pick, but like I wish we had gotten him.
Gonzalez is a good corner.
The dumbest.
Yes, he's really good.
The dumbest pick was the I watch college football, so the dumbest pick, hands down, was Seattle Seahawks drafting their running back from Alabama. Bro, you got him in the third round. Like, what the hell you doing?
I did want Robinson, but he obviously went the pick before the Eagles to the Falcons. But Robinson, running back out of Texas,
he's all right. His backup.
I don't understand the logic behind drafting a running back in the first round now. Running backs are kind of expendable.
I mean, looking back on it, it was for the best. But, I don't know. Just another toy for Jalen. But, it all worked out. But I don't know. I'm a big running back fan, but I do agree. I mean, drafting a back in the first round is...
the running back is becoming a dying position, bro.
For real, all it basically is a fifth receiver at this point.
It is.
Yeah. It's literally there's no feature back. Like, there's always gonna be two-headed monster. Even now he's becoming a three-headed monster now.
Derrick Henry's probably the last one that's gonna be like a feature back.
Yeah. But even there, they have another guy to give him a spell, here.
Yeah, but Derrick Henry's the guy. Like pretty much every other team in the NFL, with the exception of maybe the Giants, don't have a guy who's like the guy.
I mean, running.
Levis went to the Titans. That's where he went to.
Oh, he went to the Titans. That's what it was. Oh, it doesn't matter either way.
I'm looking at I don't watch college ball like that, but I'm looking at who the Niners drafted. And
I recommend you guys just watch one season. Just one. Just commit yourself to one season of college football. It makes the draft so much fun.
Yeah,
because you just sometimes you don't understand it. Like Stetson, like Bennett, the quarterback from Georgia, literally won 2 championships. A great leader. He wasn't recruited. He was a walk-on. Amazing leader. Doesn't get drafted. They don't even talk about him, and he gets drafted in the 4th round or 5th round or some shit like that. Crazy.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I guess he's from Michigan.
Oh boy,
he's a kicker for the 49ers now.
Yeah,
he's drafted from because I'm surprised nobody signed Robbie Gould. He's still a free agent as far as I understand, and I'm like, shit, man, he's like got one of the best records.
Did he go to Georgia? No, he went to Penn State.
Yeah, he went to Penn State. Yep.
Otherwise,
Yeah, Robbie Gould was
Jake Elliott's a good kicker, so we're
they just gave the option to Trey Lance for the fifth year option to Trey Lance.
Speaking of Trey Lance,
was it Trey Lance or I always get Trey Lance and Love mixed up, man, because they're both basically in the same positions of they have like 3 highlights in college and they drafted in the first round.
There's North Dakota State quarterbacks, and you gotta be careful with them.
The what?
The North Dakota State
North
quarterback.
Dakota State Bison quarterbacks. You gotta be careful with those guys.
The
They
dude
get
was
in their
good,
feels
man.
after a
Come
while,
on,
and then
man. I don't like how y'all shit on players after like you guys were on his nuts for like 3-4 years, and then suddenly he becomes bad. Oh, he sucks. He's garbage. He's a bum. But y'all was on.
yeah, but you had to go through that time though. It was
He
weird.
almost won the MVP. Like this dude was.
I know. I
But
know.
somebody-
And I will forever be grateful for the regular season he gave us to help us
The
get
regular
throughout the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah, but
after
he
that
was part of the big
season-
run to the Super Bowl. Without him,
Yes, but
we probably wouldn't have
after
made the
that,
playoffs.
but after that season, it went south. And you know, hey, we're gonna throw the.
Appreciate
We're
you,
gonna
CJ.
give the man his roses, but not
a
I'm real.
statue. But not a statue.
I'm real as it comes. If you start going in another direction, all right. You know, I have to keep it 100. If I'm going to be happy with you playing well, when you're not playing well, when I've seen what you're capable of doing, I'm going to let you know, hey, what's going on here? You know,
I was having this conversation with my nephew about like your favorite players right now. They're all going to be bums. Like one day, Steph Curry's going to be a bum.
That's what.
Tatum's going to be a bum. I promise you. I promise you. Imagine like 5 years ago if I would have told you, yo, Russell Westbrook is a bum, bro. That dude's garbage. Y'all probably would have been like, you crazy? That's MVP. He's the best. What do you think about Russell Westbrook right now? He's a bum. Nobody likes him. You don't want him on his team. There's gonna be a day in your life that you're gonna be like, yo, Steph Curry's a bum. I don't want him on his team. He's got to get the fuck out of here.
Well, he did help them win 4 times.
No, but I'm saying it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I don't know, man.
Every
I mean,
player becomes a bum.
They're already erecting the statue of him outside Jason.
Unless he retires this year, he's gonna be eventually gonna be a bum, gonna get traded somewhere. He's gonna play for the Kings probably.
everybody's gonna be,
I mean, eventually, unless you're Tom Brady, you're gonna
Or
show
LeBron.
your age, right?
Hey, what about LeBron, man? 20 years in the league.
or LeBron, you're gonna show your age eventually.
I don't even think.
There's still people that are trying to hold on. That's the problem.
The thing is though, what's your definition of a bum? Like somebody
not like
who
a bum,
doesn't-
like obviously they're all Hall of Famers, but in something that would never come out of your mouth is yo, Steph Curry's garbage, yo. He's like nobody would have said Russell Westbrook is garbage when he wasn't like winning averaging a triple double, like he was the face of OKC after everybody left. Imagine when he was on his high and I come out of nowhere, yo, Russell Westbrook is garbage. Y'all probably would have been like, what? You crazy? You don't know nothing about basketball.
Well, to your point, I actually said that about Steph Curry when he got drafted from Davidson. I was like, I was so jaded.
That's different. He's coming.
That's different, but I was like,
prime right now, like somebody like the Greek freak. He's gonna be a bum. All these dudes that you think are great, unless they leave, like Kobe probably was the last. Well, Kobe was the last person like to leave like the way he left. Like if you have a farewell tour, I think that's when you're good. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to hold on, it's kind of like Tracy McGrady, like when he was playing with the Spurs and the Knicks.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, stop it. Just stop it. Just let it go.
What about
that's the problem because a lot of players
don't do it, Rez. I can see it in your face. Don't do it.
They hang on. A lot of these
Do it, Rez. Do it. Say it.
I will say this, Rez. Don't let Steph Curry become Udonis Haslem.
Oh,
okay.
No, Draymond Green's going to be Udonis Haslem. He's not going to do anything. He's going to sit on the bench.
Bruh, I'm not. I'm saying,
I can see that. I can see
Draymond,
that. If he goes somewhere else, he will fucking be horrible.
Yo, I'll tell you this though. Postseason boy stepped up, man. Okay.
Who?
Dre, he stepped up, man. The
postseason. With Draymond Green, bro. No, I'm just saying, bro.
Listen, you just hate him because he went to Michigan State. That's why.
I'm just saying, bro.
He did it. Overrated. He has the easiest job in the NBA. He's like the backup quarterback for Tom Brady.
Wait, so are you saying he didn't deserve Defensive Player of the Year the year he won it?
He's Jimmy G.
Just
let me pull up his stats because
don't pull up stats. Do not pull up stats. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm surrounded by a bunch of shooters. I could do what Draymond does, and everybody knows what he does.
Bro,
top of the key. do a little thing. Pass the
Are you
ball.
saying he didn't deserve his defensive player of the year?
He runs up and does a little lob for alley-oop. It's the same shit over and over and over. Nobody on the team.
I can't find his stat sheet against the Kings. He stepped up, bro.
Okay,
I'm not.
Relax.
I'm just saying though, bro. He's vital right now. We can't have him.
I haven't watched one playoff game, but I watched that Kings game. I watched the Kings game out of curiosity, and I'm like,
which one? What game?
The one that they did when y'all won, when y'all beat the series. And
Game
I'm sitting
7?
there like, yeah, the Kings versus Warriors, and I was like,
Game
yo,
7.
they literally gave up halfway through the third quarter. It was so quiet. Looney is not that good.
No, he's not. You would have thought Looney was going to be like MVP of the fucking league.
He made it. Sabonis made Looney's look like fucking Shaq. Like, bro, Sabonis could not handle. He was too small. Like, that's your biggest dude.
But the thing is with Loons, I know he's not an elite center, but he's we call him Loons out here in the Bay. But the dude is reliable, bro. He doesn't have to be
the easiest job in the NBA. Another job is being a center for the fucking Warriors. That's the easiest job in the fucking world because it doesn't exist.
And I said this earlier in the live, and I'll say it again. I watched the game over at Slim's, and at watching it, I was just hoping for a close game, and then it just became a blowout. But
no, it was
the Kings just weren't. They got the game 7 and give them credit for that, but you can just tell in that third. Once the Warriors started doing their thing, it was all over for the Kings. The Kings,
the easiest. I'm like, no deep. They were letting Steph just go layups.
The Warriors would put up a shot. There'd be 3 Kings under the basket, and none of them can get the ball. It was like they were playing volleyball, and then Looney got the ball, and it was like you could just tell that. You could tell the difference between a team that made it for the first time in a while and a team that's
get that fucking title out of here, bro. Get out of here with that.
You notice that, right? You notice in the half between third quarter, it's like they gave up. It's like, oh, this game is over.
I'm like, what? I was almost embarrassed for the Kings at that point. I'm like, oh god, this is terrible.
It was so bad, and that's the first playoff game I saw, and I was like, yo,
but
what
give the Warriors credit.
This is game 7, yo.
I mean, you all due respect too, bro. Steph Curry scored 50 points.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it. The thing is, I saw the 4 easiest layups I've ever seen in my life that I could have. They gave them all the lane in the world, and I'm like, bro, this is the third quarter, yo. They had no. I'm like, yo, the Kings completely gave up. And the thing is funny, every time you play the Warriors, I feel like they try to match that energy that the Warriors are shooting threes. They jacking up threes. I'm like, yo, stop,
good, bro.
What the hell y'all doing, bro? But don't get me on Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is the biggest, fakest, tough guy in the fucking world. Oh my god.
Nah, I think you got that's Dylan Brooks, bro.
Tough guy in the world, bro. That dude is so soft.
Brooks, I would.
It's so fucking funny. Dylan Brooks' life as far as NBA is over because he wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Don't be talking about my man Klay. Come on now. Don't be talking.
Yo, that dude is so soft. He's good, but he's the fakest. He doesn't know how to talk trash.
Man, there's a lot of Warriors.
Game 6 Klay is real, though.
Huh?
Game 6 Klay is real. I will give you that. Game 6 Klay is a thing.
What do you mean? We fucking lost Game 6?
Yeah.
What do you mean Game 6?
Bro, every other fucking Game 6 he's in, bro, what does he do? He fucking lights it up.
I feel like with Klay, I feel like he's misunderstood because he's very fucking if you watch,
he's nice. I'm not saying he's garbage at all. He's just his whole personality. He's such the fakest.
That's what I'm saying.
He talks trash. It looks so garbage. He doesn't know how to talk trash. He's like
he hangs out with fucking Draymond. Draymond's like, yo, listen, I'm gonna talk all this shit. And Clay's like, I want to talk shit too.
I think bro, he needs a lesson or something.
It's what it is I think it's just the overall championships. Obviously, dude has 4 chips. I mean,
we won championships.
I get it, but his personality
that doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. You can talk shit all you want, but it's this year.
With it's funny because with Klay, because I follow him on the gram and I see his posts and shit. Like he owns a fucking yacht and he'll just like go like randomly swimming in the Bay Area and shit, like with his dog. And then you see him mouth off and like go off like to about like Dylan Brooks and shit. But like, I mean,
but my thing is Dylan Brooks is living rent free in everybody's head. Like, my thing is, at the end of the day, Dylan Brooks is winning. Because
not anymore. He just
bro, he's not. He's going to China. He better learn that Chinese real fucking quick.
Done, bro. He's gone.
Doesn't matter.
He's gonna play with the Shanghai Sharks.
Is that a rumor or that's facts?
No, it's facts. Like they got rid of it. Memphis.
No, they literally told him we have no intention of re-signing you after this playoffs is over.
That's what you get for talking all that shit, bro.
I didn't see any of that. I watch a lot of ESPN and they haven't talked about that shit at all.
Because they're out. Memphis is out.
No, I get that, but you would think that would be a big thing. Anyway,
nah, he is sensitive. That I will admit, yeah, he's a very emotional guy. But
I'm not taking anything away from his game. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. But when I look at him when he talks trash, it's so like I'm like, yo, stop doing that. He's so cringy.
Jordan Poole's trash too. Now that is not.
Jordan Poole reminds me of I know Mighty fan will get this reference of Larry Hughes. Remember Larry Hughes came in the league? He was trying to be like Iverson so bad. He got the braids. He got tatted up. I'm like, bro, stop trying to be Iverson. This is trying to be Curry so bad. Like, it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I don't think Snacks is talking about his game. I think he's just talking about his personality.
I'm not talking about his game at all. I'm talking about he's a fake tough guy.
Dylan Brooks is not re-signed, so yeah, he winning all right. I felt like with Dylan Brooks, like he was like one of the fakest like bad boys and shit. Because like you look at the vid, like when he was in Oregon, when he was still in college, and he's like not even tatted up, his hair is all like fucking, not even braided and shit, and he's like talking about how he wants to be like Draymond. And
I understand the position he's in, but at the end of the day, he made a name for himself. We're talking about Dylan Brooks. Even though whatever he's doing, it's working. He put his brand is doing something.
Not anymore.
I understand that. I get that. But that
yeah, we had Larry. Yeah, he was on the Dubs. He was cool on there. I liked him when he was on the Warriors.
When he went to the Sixers, I think he was.
I loved him in Cleveland though. With LeBron, bro. Like when I used when I used to play NBA Live 06, I would pick the Cavaliers with fucking Larry Hughes and LeBron and
Darius Miles, Carlos.
Yeah, that was the fucking squad. Eric Snow.
Yeah, they did.
Eric the Snowman. Eric Snow, who fell asleep as a color commentary guy with the Sixers broadcast years ago with the great
remember Danielle Marshall? Oh shit.
Yeah, Reading. He came from Reading. He went to high school in Reading, PA. Not
he went to school in Connecticut. My guy. I used to love him as a guy.
Danielle Marshall. A good friend of mine in high school, his mother was a tutor, and she tutored Danielle Marshall and said he was dumb as a bag of rocks.
Damn. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I think I'm gonna start wrapping things up.
We just started talking about Dylan Brooks, man. That's
Dylan Brooks? Yeah, I don't want to spend a segment on his ass. Shit.
I know.
We can talk about this though.
I know it was another rough year and until they get new ownership.
Get that out of here, bro.
To be a rough season for the Flyers,
bro. That what's the sad part that he's gonna be in the Hall because they let everybody in the fucking.
He's getting in the Hall of Fame. Facts.
They're letting everybody. That's when I lose so much respect for the fucking. When he is sad, but he's probably gonna be in the fucking Hall of Fame.
You don't think he deserves it?
No, be crazy. Like why? Why? Why?
Yeah, that's
a defensive.
I mean, bro, he won Defensive Player of the Year. Like,
he could defend shit. Like,
so I'm saying, so Marcus Camby should be in the Hall of Fame. He won 2 Defensive Player of the Year, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Hey, let
right now,
everybody
he's
else in.
there.
Is he on the?
Because
Is he in the Hall of
you're
Fame?
automatically in. Huh?
Is he in the Hall of Fame though?
Marcus Camby? No.
He's not.
He's a great defensive player.
Joe Kim Noah should be in the Hall of Fame too. Then
Who?
Joe Kim
Joe
Noah.
Gator.
Put him in there too. Shit, fuck it.
What about
Fuck
Derrick
it, we'll put
Rose?
Danielle Marshall in there. We'll put Eric Snow. All of them.
Oh,
Fucking,
you put Draymond on any other team, you will never hear from him ever again. He will disappear. That's why he doesn't leave, because they're like, yo, I got it good right here. All I got
This might be
do a
his
little
last
pick
year.
and roll, get a little couple rebounds, pass it to two of the greatest shooters of all time, build up my stats.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Fuck, man. It's taking me back.
I don't know what Draymond brings.
Y'all don't know what Draymond brings. Only me and Rez know.
I understand that, because you got a bunch of pussies. I mean, a bunch of soft dudes around you. That's the toughest guy you got. So he's the tough guy
shit.
on the biggest, softest team in the world.
I
understand that. He does all the little things.
bro.
Pick and roll, and then
You got to be. It's Warriors basketball, man.
You got two of the softest dudes in the league, in Curry, and like Curry's not gonna fight anybody.
I don't care. I don't care what they do. What they want, as long as they work.
Draymond ain't gonna fight anybody. He just does a lot of talking.
well, he just kicks people in the nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why he's such a great defensive
Bounce on the
player,
chest.
The other players have to hold their oh no, not Draymond. So they're afraid of him, not getting his foot up their crotch.
Yeah, one thing I don't understand, people complain about, people talk all this stuff about 90s basketball, how tough it was, and this and that. Like, bro, like, you really want, I don't want to, I'm sorry, we lived through it. Watch the Pistons Bulls games, right? People always talk about the fucking Pistons. They were so boring to watch. Like, if you watch the game, how slow paced the games are is so boring. Yes, you're watching the highlights where they're clotheslining people. Like, they got fined and, shit like that. Like, they don't put somebody in the face and like, all right, come on, cut it out, guys. All right, let's play again. They got kicked out of the game and shit like that. People pretend like everybody was just fighting every game in the 90s. It was like, I don't understand. If you watch the actual game, it's so boring. Like, it's the game is so slow.
Yeah.
Because everything used to run through the center. And it was like a setup. Okay, pass, center, pass out. I was like, yo, this is so boring. Like, I want you guys to actually watch a full game from the 90s and you tell me if that's exciting basketball.
I've seen it.
NBA network shows every now and then they'll show some games from back then. It was a different game, but when you're young and growing up, you're not.
At the time it was like, oh my god, this is exciting because we're young. Like
everything changes. Like it.
No doubt. But when people start bragging about
10 years from now, we could be looking at today. Like, I will say this about today's NBA. I mean, I've seen so many times where you'll have a player with a wide open trip to the net, and instead of going for the layup, they kick it back for someone to shoot.
It's interesting.
Unbelievable.
It's interesting you say that because, like, I watch a lot of ESPN too, and they were talking. What's the dude's name? Mad Dog Russo, and he was talking with JJ Redick, and he always fucking Mad Dog always compares like fucking Bob Cousy, like the old ass footage and shit, like to today's ball, and like JJ Redick, we all watch JJ play, but like
great
just to see them like go at it with the aerials and shit of basketball.
I love watching that shit, bro. Fucking, it's so
just.
good. I was just talking about this today with somebody. Like, how was JJ Redick like the best thing to happen to First Take? Pretty much since First Take started. I love JJ Redick on First Take.
He's like one of the most intricate like hooper like fucking analysis. I mean, one, he played, so he knows. But, like, his fucking shit is very spot on.
I mean, that doesn't say a lot though, because Kendrick Perkins is on there. He played, and he's fucking just spouting at the mouth, saying whatever the fuck he wants that don't make no sense.
He's a hater. He's a Warriors hater.
Perkins.
A prime example is like watch the dunk contest. Like watch the dunk contest from like 1989. Like people were like, "Oh, he did a 360," and I was like, he won the dunk contest. Like that's how but when it happened, it was amazing. if somebody does that now, people are like, "What are you doing? That's garbage." You
Mac
know what I'm saying?
McClung.
You know what I'm saying? He probably don't play for them anymore, right? But it's funny, like you could take a player now, any player. You take a Matt McClung and put him in the 80s, he will fucking dominate the league. You can't take an 80s player and put him in now's game; they will be so garbage. That's
what about
like,
Mark Price?
Mark Price will always be a beast.
What about Larry Bird?
My thing is shooting. He's a shooter. You know what I'm saying?
Larry Bird, yeah.
Put him on the Warriors. That shit would be fire.
Forget about it. He wasn't with the Warriors.
I mean, put him now. Shit, that'd be perfect.
But it's just funny how like people like I'm just that's just obviously my opinion. I just feel like for every highlight y'all see in the 90s, yo, they were like really basketball was pretty.
At the time, it was as intense as it could have been at that time. But the game has evolved.
There was fights in every game. Like people were like clotheslining each other, body slamming each other. Oh, we was tough in the 90s. And then y'all complain when wasn't Draymond Green kick somebody in the ribs. Oh my God, why would he do that? That's horrible. I'm like, these are the same people are talking about like 90s basketball, but y'all complain when Draymond Green like barely touches Sabonis on the chest.
McClung would get Lambeard and have his soul taken.
No, he wouldn't. Have you seen Lambeard? Like literally, Lambeard looks like he's a starting center for the YMCA. Like
Bill Lambeard would definitely win some rec league MVPs in today's game.
But back then, I mean, he got in people's heads. Back then, that was his game, Lambeard. He would.
No, I get that, but that dude. Okay, put that dude against Looney. Like Looney would destroy that dude. Like,
I mean, they're two different eras. You can't.
That's what I'm saying. But he's talking about McClung. If you put Looney in that era, he would fucking be dominant.
Oh, Looney would be right up there. Looney would be like
one of the greatest centers of all time.
Yeah.
Some respect on Loons.
That only be plays in the 90s.
That's what they call him out in the paint, Loons.
I don't understand. Like you watch these players, like yo, these dudes had no muscle. Like Lambeard, like really, bro.
Well,
Tom Chambers, like I'm supposed to be scared of
Tom
Chambers.
Weights back then. They were,
Danny Ainge, like you see Danny Ainge, he looks horrible.
Danny Ainge,
he looks like a substitute teacher.
God, I don't know why anyone picked up the phone when he was calling.
Shit.
The game has changed, bro. Like it's true. Like I always believe you can't take a player from back in the day, put him in today's game. They won't dominate, but you can take a player today and put him in the back. They will be the greatest thing in the world.
So what about like fucking anomalies and shit? So like, what if you put AI or Jordan?
AI would fucking. Have you seen the highlights of like Elgin Baylor, like them dribbling like this? Like, and doing like what? You put Iverson in the 70s? Iverson,
bro. People would burn fucking Allen Iverson at the stake because they think he's a fucking witch or something.
He's a wizard. Like what?
Oh my God! Oh boy, you put him back. I wish we had Iverson back in the day versus
another dude.
We would have won some of those series.
Iverson would be the greatest player of all time.
Iverson would have roasted him.
Yeah, I think they would kill him because they would think he's a wizard.
Iverson in the 70s. How would that pan out,
bro?
Iverson.
I'll go more than the 80s. I want him in the 70s. They'll probably lynch his ass.
Yeah.
Stick to the 80s. Stay away from the 70s.
Yeah. All right. If it wasn't getting demonetized before, it's getting demonetized now.
Why every time I talk, I get demonetized? But y'all talking about all kind of crazy stuff, and I say something like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah, I was just talking about my fucking interview. That's all I was talking about. That shit. And Loons. Put some respect on Loons. That's what I was talking about.
Yo, I think that Wally Zerbiak will fucking destroy the league. Bro,
Wally Zerbiak.
Wally World.
Oh shit. Damn.
Christian Laettner may have had a better NBA career if he played back then. He would be a great college and NBA player.
Don't. Yo, Mikal, oh my God, that dude's got the weirdest body in the world, bro. He's shaped just like Pat Riley, man.
The Celtics had the all ugly team back then, like
bro. You know,
yeah, no, they were not a good looking man on that team.
They weren't the best looking. Squad, I'll give you that. I mean,
they can play ball though. That's all that matters.
They got those banners.
I mean, they all look like they had Halloween masks on.
Well, yo, who's Albie? ALBY?
I don't know. He follows the stream.
Yeah, I'll be.
Why?
Because every time I talk, he says something about me. So
I don't know. I mean, nah, I don't think so. I mean, I think we've had lives that were far like, what the fuck, and I'm still good. You know what's crazy though? I received the fucking I received the email that I got a copyright strike, and I was like, what the fuck? It was on a short, so you know, like those 15, 20-second clips. And I was looking at it, and it was the one that I did on my MF. I think it was my MF Doom shirt. And I was like trying to figure out. It was like click here to view the details. I found out that shit was a fucking spam, but it looked like a real copyright strike because like I was looking at how YouTube gives strikes. They'll give you an email. Sometimes they'll have you take what they call copyright school, and you basically got to fucking take a class and like understand and shit like what is copyright, what is fair use, what is so and so. Kind of like if you get pulled over driving your license, they'll have you go to like driving school. That's kind of what the process is. But I was trying to find it. Like I was fucking panicking. I was like, fuck, like what am I gonna do? But I didn't see anything. So as far as I know, my channel is still in good standing. So
Mighty, did you get? I remember Mighty. I was watching your where you went to the mall. It's funny because Mighty, like every 10 minutes, would be like, "I do not own this music."
I still get the copyright stuff. You can't avoid it.
Nah,
I was scared, man. Yeah, because like when I did the interview, I had to type in like a waiver agreement saying that like I own all the rights to all my shit. And I was like, fuck, well, I just realized the music that I use is copyright free, but I don't know if that allows me to.
But the thing is, you can show the interview, but you can react to it. You know what I'm saying? You can't play it straight. Like you go imagine like you do a video, but you're reviewing your interview. I think you should do that. Obviously, I think you should really do that.
Yeah, like because
all you gotta do is stop the video and talk about it, and then play it. Let it play. Stop it. Then talk. But you can how you do it, like react to videos. You won't get copyrighted for that. As long as you put the link in the video
because.
Yeah, and that's what that like I'm unsure because like I want to know like because I see people do it all the time where they do reaction videos and I want to do shit like that too, but I'm like I don't want to like infringe anything or you know like I want to make sure that
I can make a video reacting to this live, and you can't do anything about it.
Like I'm not monetized.
Like YouTube,
so I'm at the point where
strike
I just
me
don't
down or
care.
anything like that. Huh?
Because I want to have instant like if I go to the mall and I'm in stores and I want to have reaction to this hat, this jersey, whatever, and there's some dumb song playing above me. I mean, I'm not monetized. I just don't care anymore. I'm like, you know what the hell? I mean, I gotta just do my thing because I can't help that the mall is playing this song, which is never a good song, but they're always playing some pop song or whatever the heck.
I think what it is that you could get away with it, but like you don't do any editing. So like, and plus, if some people have mics, boom mics, so they can hear you louder than anything else.
Yeah.
So they can hear you clearly. So if there's music playing in the background and there's editing between the cuts, like you're not playing the full song. You should.
No, what I think it is it's called ambient noise. So like if you're somewhere and like something happens to be playing, as long as you're not like focusing on that, then like it's allowed. So like when Mighty goes to the mall and they're playing some song or whatever, as long as he's not like, hey, I know this song that's playing, like then you're good because it's technically background noise that you can't control.
I never know. Well, sometimes I might know the song that's playing. Most of the time, I have no idea what it is. Well, I don't own rights to this.
That's how Rez, you'll appreciate that. That's how ECW used to get away with playing like all the copyrighted music, like during their entrances and shit, because it would be ambient noise. They'd just be playing it in the arena. Oh shit, our microphones picked up some music that's copyrighted. Oh well.
Mighty fan throwing shade at Shoe Palace DJs as well. That shit is fucking hilarious. That's
the music be that loud in these places too.
Shoe Palace DJ. Oh, the
Shoe Palette. Yeah, because if you go to Shoe Palette, the shoe store, I don't know if you guys have them out there, but they got fucking. It's like loud. It's like a fucking club in there.
There was a
time.
store. There was a store at the old Gallery Mall in Philly where they had a live DJ in one of the stores, but I mean that was back in the day. That was back in whatever it was the early teens or whatever, But I just want to say this in leaving, gentlemen, that I mean, suffering Flyers fan as we know it's been the lean years, but twice this season at the end of the season. We had the Ranger fans and the Bruin fans taking over the Wells Fargo Center, whooping it up, pounding chests. The Bruins fans, that was the night they got the record, the points record in the season. And the Bruins fans were bold enough, keep in mind, this is a regular season game, to start chanting, "We want the cup. We want the cup. We want the cup," in Philly. Right? In a game that means nothing for the playoffs. I am pleased to say that both the New York Rangers and the Boston Bruins have ended up winning as many playoff rounds as the Flyers did this season. It does my heart good to at least be able to say that they are out golfing with the Flyers, regardless of the points. And, it's one of the things that makes hockey so great because we can have a lot of these upsets.
But the way they lost, man.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Overtime. That's
in
hurt.
Boston. And then we saw those fans' faces.
Did you see all those fans crying?
Oh, it was wonderful. I took video at Slim's because I didn't see the highlights of the game. I took video of the end of the highlights when the Panthers were going, and I didn't know what was happening. So it was like real-time reaction for me, right? Now I'm at Slim's, and I wanted to take it just for Adam. And I took my little video, and Slim actually ended up saying, "What do you call the Bruins without the B? The Ruins." And it was, I know Adam appreciate. He might not want to admit it now, but we can laugh at it now. Adam, can't we? You appreciate that video. It was good. It's good to laugh at.
NHL playoff is a whole different vibe, man. That's just so fun because it's so fast-paced.
I haven't really been following it thoroughly, but I'm rooting for the Kraken. I want the Kraken to win that shit.
How many points do you?
Yeah, frankly, honestly, now that the Bruins are out, I kind of want the Kraken to win.
Let's Kraken. That'd be fucking dope if that team considering how new
they're on a roll, man. They're on a roll. The Kraken. Good for them, though.
It's kind of crazy to me because it's the franchise is
Vegas.
I mean, did Vegas make the Stanley Cup Finals in their first year?
Their first year, and the Kraken. Yeah. This is the second year for the Kraken, right?
Second year, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They're doing something right. Isn't that organization?
We could have a Kraken Panthers Finals. How nuts is that?
Hell, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I got the Funko for it, so
yeah.
Now. Doesn't Sean Kemp sponsor that team or something? Because I remember he was there when they had their inaugural fucking camp.
I don't know about that. They probably just brought him out because he's a fucking Seattle legend.
Yeah, yeah. They had a few of them there. It was Kemp. It was Griffey. They had a couple of those Seattle legends there when they did their opening deal. But it's good on them, man. I'm happy for them. It gives me hope.
I know you guys are a big fan I know you guys are a big fan of the jerseys because you guys bought them. I'm not a fan of them. I'm not a fan of the logo.
I have yet to get the jersey.
I like the white one. I like the white one.
Jersey with the inaugural on there.
I need to get that. I want to get that reverse 2.0 though, because that.
I don't fuck with that one. I like their white jersey.
Is it more because of the Kraken, the logo? Because I know you like
that logo's fire though. I love that logo.
I like it. I
really want to see. I want to see more from that organization, what they do in the future with their uniforms, because I feel you guys know me, I fucking love that mythological shit. But I feel with the Kraken, what they have, they could do so much shit that'll be so dope with that type of uniform.
Take it back to the 90s, with the fucking Tampa Bay Lightning where they had the Storm, just have a Kraken coming out of the bottom of the jersey.
Bro, if they did that shit or something even with the Kraken logo like sinking a ship or some shit. Bro.
See, I wish they weren't retiring the fucking reverse retro because that'd be a great concept for them to do.
They're retiring the reverse retros?
They're done.
Yeah, this is the last year of the reverse retros.
Yeah.
Now Fanatics owns.
Is it because they're changing?
Adidas has
brand,
one more year, but then Fanatics takes over.
But they're not making the.
They're not
the
making
2.0s
the
is the-
reverse
yeah,
retros.
so
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
yo,
Get them now.
What y'all think about the Seattle the Connect jerseys? I'm not
I
feeling
like
the black.
it. I have it coming in the mail.
I think they're cool.
I don't like
Yeah.
the black pants. As a uniform, the black pants kind of throws me off. Is it black or navy blue?
It's like a royal blue.
No, I'm talking about the pants. The pants.
Oh, the pants. They missed an opportunity. with
That's
that.
the thing. They don't. Just they don't. They basically just mocked up 2 colors of the team that they used in their inaugural season and just swapped it. And were like, this is a reverse.
Well, no, it's based off an old team that they had back in like way back in the day. They used that as the inspiration for their reverse retro jerseys.
Steelheads.
Yeah.
The Rainiers. A lot of their
like,
my old teams they incorporated.
I mean, that's like how with the Vegas Knights did it. Like that Vegas Knights reverse retro jersey, I need to get that. That thing is fire, bro.
The Mariners and the Kraken. I think
missed an opportunity with the hat
I
though,
know.
because the hat. What they should have done was they should have done what the Pilots did on the brim of their hat.
I'm so confused. Are you talking
edge.
about the Kraken or are you talking about the Mariners? Like,
The Mariners with the
Mariners.
syndicate.
Okay.
Because the hat, it's the upside down trident logo.
Yeah.
It's a royal blue with a black
Exactly.
brim. It would have looked so great
With
if
the
they would have
Pilots
done
with-
that design. Because part of the jersey, I mean, the font is Pilot, so
Pilots, yeah.
they could have done that, but I guess they just
I just don't understand the black pants.
I can't with the shark seal stuff. I can't, man. Like as much as I want to get into it.
Such a fucking hater, bro.
Yeah,
Nah, bro. Like
you know what that is? Like maybe you might not like it now, but maybe like 2 years later on the road, you're gonna be like, damn, I should have got that jersey.
fuck nah, man.
That's what happens, man. You think it's ugly now, but
Yeah,
Bro.
everyone's gonna want it like that in a couple of years.
Bro,
I mean,
remember when the Gordon's Fisherman Islanders came out? Literally everybody fucking hated them. Everybody hated them.
hates
Still need
jerseys.
one.
And now they're like, oh shit, I need this.
I feel like if I'm gonna get the seals, if I'm gonna get that
jersey.
jersey, I should just get a golden seal jersey. Like,
No,
because I don't know, man. I don't know. Like it's like
they
even with
charge
the-
on it.
it's even with the Warriors jersey, like the flower one they're wearing this season. Like I don't like it, but I bought it.
Yeah.
But like I don't want to think like that because then I'm gonna be like, fuck, I bought shit that I don't even really like. And
You're
like,
gonna like it. That's the problem, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck! I wish I'd gotten it."
I don't think I will. I've seen them in hand, and I'm just
I
like,
think
I
you will.
can't.
In
get
like
it.
5 years, you're gonna be like, "Shit!"
And watch
Remember the time we did that live on May 3rd or whatever?
You're gonna come out with a Jordan 4 like with the same colorway, and then you're like, oh shit, and then you're like, oh, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
You know what it
Bro, get
looks
the
like to me?
fucking do the right thing threes.
Yeah.
And there you go.
You know what it looks like to me? It looks like a fucking Chargers jersey, bro. Like from back in the day when they used to wear like long sleeve shit. That's what
And
it
that's
looks like.
the fucking jersey. The Charger jersey is a classic.
You know, I'll wear a Chargers jersey, but I don't know. bro.
It won't take sharks
look.
on the front though.
This is how I know, right, that I'm not sold. Okay, the jersey, I seen it in hand. Could have had a chance to buy it. I didn't buy it. Right.
I understand.
It is now 50% off, which is basically half off what it's worth.
That's what 50% off.
That's what 50% means, bro.
I still didn't buy it. Like, what else is it gonna take? Unless somebody gives it to me as a gift.
Nobody gonna give you that.
That's like the only way I feel like I would accept.
I wish I could fast forward like 2 years from now and him doing the review of the jersey.
Fucking,
Oh, man.
Yo, what up? It's Rez.
like, listen, man, you know what? This is so fire. I've been wanting this for a minute now.
I mean, like I said, I'm not a fan of the flower one either, but I bought it. But
I
is
like
it
that
something?
flower one.
Is it something
I like
that I
the flower
would wear
one.
like my first choice? I don't think so. Like
The only thing I
I
like
still,
about the jersey is that it's black. That's dope.
yeah.
Black.
I just wish though the flower because like you tuck in the jersey, so you can't even see that design when they wear it. So that's
Well,
why
that's why do you plan on tucking your shit in?
oh, hell no.
Exactly.
All right then, so you good.
I'm just
Exactly.
saying, like the construction of the way it was constructed the design, like it doesn't really make sense.
I didn't understand that.
It
at all.
I mean, his thing,
They're
if you
hiding
look
the
at it
design.
purely, if you look at it purely as like what they're wearing on the court, I can see your point.
Yeah,
But you can tell that jersey was not designed for on court. That was designed for people like Rez who are like, I love the Warriors. I'm gonna wear this shit. Oh shit, this shit's got a fucking dope ass like. I think the flower looks cool as fuck on it. Oh shit, there's a dope ass flower on it. I'm not tucking this shit. I'm gonna wear it. And people are like, damn, that shit's fire.
Yeah, it's the same thing like with all the NBA jerseys that have all these sayings in the bottom by the jock tag.
Yeah, you're not gonna
strokes.
see any of that.
right.
Different strokes for different folks, man. And like I said, like that Sharks jersey.
You're gonna regret it 5 years from now. Rez is gonna be 40 years old saying, man, I remember when this came out. I wanted it. I needed it. 5 years later, I got it.
I can't predict the future.
The Stone guy is gonna call you like, oh man, we're gonna start. You know, the NHL season's about to start. We want to showcase your Sharks jersey collection. All right, cool. It's like they're like, by the way, where's the Seals one? He's like, oh, I don't have it. Oh, never mind. We'll have somebody else. That's gonna make him break the. You're not an official Sharks jersey collector.
Fuck that.
You're not a Sharks fan unless you have this Sharks Steelers jersey.
I know who I am. I know where I stand.
You know what?
I gotta be honest. Everyone.
I gotta be honest with myself because I understand what you're saying. Because I would never, ever, ever, ever wear an Iverson Nuggets jersey or Grizzlies.
Yeah,
I would never, ever. I love that. I love Iverson, but I would never represent anything that's not.
You don't want his Grizzlies jersey snacks?
Never. I would. I would never. I would wear a Michigan jersey. No, let me stop. No. I
was about to say, you want to finish that sentence there, bud?
No, you don't want his turkey jersey snacks?
I will wear his
turkey.
I will wear his what is it? The big three? I want that jersey. I'll take that all day. But Nuggets and Grizz, like when I see every time I see it, I'm like, ew. I really want them to do that. I want Mitchell and Ness to make the comeback when he came back to the Sixers. I hope they make that. Yeah. I think they're definitely gonna make that.
Oh, that absolutely.
They have to. I mean, it's
definitely so. They can take my money for that.
They still have to make his other All-Star jersey where he won the MVP. I think it was in Denver where he won the other All-Star MVP. I think it was LeBron's first All-Star game. I think it was that one.
With the East? No. Yeah. With the.
It was his last. I think it was his last All-Star game as a Sixer, and he won the MVP.
He won the MVP in that one.
Yeah, when it was in Denver, I think. I know he won two of them. He won the one in 01 in Washington, and he won the other one. I want to say it was in Denver.
I could have sworn he won. I could have sworn. No.
Who
won the MVP for that Jordan game? All-Star game.
What year?
Where they lost. Remember when Marbury and Iverson were going off on the comeback and they went to overtime?
Yeah. Jordan didn't get the.
No, they lost.
Was it
Kevin Garnett?
Yeah, it may have been Garnett.
I don't know how Iverson didn't win that. He literally single-handedly brought that team back. Him and Marbury.
I don't know. This some random question got thrown in the chat, but
I saw that.
Ashanti or Alicia Keys, who is more beautiful? Hard choice. Both women are
Alicia
beautiful.
Keys, hands down.
I'm gonna go. I'm going with Ashanti, bro.
Ashanti? Are you bugging?
Bro, have you seen her? Like,
I've seen her. Have you seen her fucking sideburns too? Like, bro. I mean, bro.
Ashanti all day. Ashanti, I'm sorry.
Y'all bugging, man.
Nah,
Alicia.
bro.
Put Alicia Keys next to Ashanti.
Maya beats both of them.
Hell no.
Ariana Grande beats all of them for you, right?
Hey. Yes.
That's your girl, Ariana Grande. I forgot who that is. Who is Ariana Grande?
Bruh, are you serious?
That's the one that dated Mike.
Pete Davidson.
Oh, he was with Pete Davidson. Really?
Yeah, wasn't she with Pete Davidson?
That's freaking Kim Kardashian, dude.
No shit. But no, Ariana Grande dated Pete Davidson before he dated Kim Kardashian. When the fuck did it turn into The Fucking View?
No, I know Ariana Grande. She's always on Saturday Night Live and shit.
Yeah, she was also with.
She was engaged to Mac Miller, I think, at one point.
Mac Miller.
Mike Miller, right? No. Okay,
Yeah.
I got an opinion on this. If you like Andrea, if you like her, I think you like little girls because she looks like a little girl to me. Like
Well, this is taking a turn.
Bro, what the hell happened? This live just turned a complete 180.
no, but she looks like a little. She doesn't look like a woman.
Oh
like,
my god!
she looks like a young girl.
What's
like,
his name from Dateline?
She could be 30, 40 years old. She still looks mad young, yo. That's how I'm just saying.
Rez, don't worry. I respect the fact that you fuck with Ariana Grande.
I do. That's bro.
It's a little girl.
All right, come on now. Put
On
some
your
respect
truth.
on loons.
Put some respect on Ariana Grande.
That was like such a random.
Bro, when the fuck did this turn into The View?
You were just talking about. What
I'm
were we
just
talking
saying,
about?
bro,
All-Star
she
game.
does not look like a grown adult. That's all I'm saying.
Smart as a boxer.
I think it comes with. I guess it comes with age, bro. Because I wouldn't want to date a girl.
She's like, nah. Well, how old is she right now?
She's like in her 20s, right?
She's in like her mid-20s, I think. She's a little younger than I am.
She looks like she's 16, 17 years old, bro.
She's in like her mid-20s.
That's a good thing for her. But as a girl,
so she was born in '93, so she's 29 years old, bro.
Oh shit, me and her are the same age.
17 years old, bro.
So then take that as a compliment, Adam, because you look like
for her. But
for her.
for a grown man, nah, bro. That's not a compliment.
Man.
Sherry just got broke up with her man, so she's single.
It's funny. It's funny because before I started growing out my facial hair, everybody would always say, "Man, you look like a kid. You look young."
Bro, same thing. If I shave this, I straight up look like I'm 16 years old. It's annoying.
I have so many gray hairs. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I'm going bald
Welcome
at
to the
30,
club.
bro. Like, come on.
I got more gray.
This is crazy, bro. Like, I have fucking so many gray hair.
That's all right. Be proud of it. It's fine.
It's all good, man.
The gray is just, you know what? That's
why would this guy get clapped because I said she looks like a little girl? Like, I don't, you guys are way too fucking sensitive. I'm sorry.
She is not. She's not though. That's the thing. She's not underage.
I mean, she looks like a little girl. Because somebody said she looks like a little girl. Oh shit, we're about to get clapped. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Have you guys watched YouTube? Like the shit they show on YouTube? Like me saying that she looks like a little girl. Now. It's like, oh shit, you about to get clapped.
I still look good as hell. Yeah, you're like Papi Chulo.
I know Papi Shampoo though.
Papi Shampoo. Oh. So what? So what do you guys? You guys working tomorrow or what?
Yeah.
Us East Coast guys, gotta be up like in 6 hours.
I always wonder, like, man, you guys got like sports shit going on hell late at night, like.
Yep.
I like watch like freaking
At least we don't gotta wake up at breakfast to watch football. Like hell no, our games start like around 1:00. We're good. I'm good. I'd rather have it at 1. Y'all gotta wake up mad early, right?
Who? Us?
Yeah, for football.
I mean, football. Like, yeah, football is usually
a 1:00 game starts where at 9 or 10?
No,
it's like 3, East Coast is 3 hours ahead here. So if it's noon here, it's 3 over there on the East Coast.
So your games start around at
like
what?
10.
Yeah, I think 10 is the early. I think 10 o'clock is like the earliest game.
That's crazy.
That's crazy because I'm so used to 1:00. All the games starting, NFL games starting at 1.
That's nuts. I mean, like it's the same thing too. Like NBA, like if there's a game here like that starts at 7 o'clock at night, you guys will be watching.
Bro, fucking matinee game. A matinee game out here at like 1:00. Fucking like for hockey, like 10 o'clock in the morning watching hockey, bro. That's fucking crazy.
But the thing is, if you're a church going person, it will suck because you'll be in church while
I'll worry about that.
You know how I was putting
I ain't worried about that. Eagles for Jesus.
How I was putting my age out there, like, because when I did that interview, it was they interviewed me at 5:45 p.m. and he was like, "It's gonna air at 11 tonight," and I had a hard fucking time staying up just to watch that fucking 3-minute clip. I was so fucking tired. The next morning at work, I was complaining because I slept for only 6 hours, and everybody's like,
"No, you poor thing."
when Thursday mornings watching your lives, we all us East Coast people I have that same problem. So
No, I mean I love it. I appreciate that. Like I'm just saying, like I was like my body was like
Nah, bro, I feel you. Fucking, I used to be able to stay up
crazy.
till like 3-4 o'clock on the morning on the regular. Now I'm like 12:30. I'm like, probably time for bed.
That's
I got
hella
this
late for me. Shit, like
recliner next to me here. If I turn a certain way and the eyes close, I'm out.
done.
I've missed the end of games. Like I always have some game on, whatever it is. I have it on.
It starts watching you.
And it just, I'm out. I wake up. It's like 2 a.m. Who won the game? and I'm like looking on the phone. Oh, okay. You know, it's some playoff game or some baseball game or whatever. And it's, you know, I'm out for, so the TV like goes into that save mode or whatever, where it's just showing
Right. Are you still watching?
like pictures
No.
of movie previews or whatever. Like this, you can buy this movie or that movie on demand. And I'm like, Scream.
I'm sorry, but did you guys see? Oh, because last night I started watching Dahmer for the first time, the Netflix thing.
oh no,
Bro.
The
Bro.
first episode is the craziest episode ever, bro.
Bro, it only gets more fucked up from there.
Don't even.
Why? Well, we gonna get clapped if I talk about Dahmer?
No, I don't. It's not even that. I can't. Just the whole story of that, like, it makes me sick, bro. Like,
no, it's
so fucked up.
I put it on because there was nothing on, and I was like, oh, let me just put it on. The first episode, I was so like, I had so much anxiety from the first episode because it's so tense. And
bro,
then I started watching.
I watched that episode one a day every day. Every time I finished the episode, I felt like, and I usually did end up having to take a shower afterwards because I just felt like disgusting.
Like, because like my wife too, because we were talking about that, because my wife's a huge Evan Peters fan, the actor who plays, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's great.
But she's like, I can't watch it. Like, I can't come to. And trust me, like my wife watches a lot of weird shit, but like that's like one show that she just has a hard time watching. And I mean, I actually started watching Love and Death. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it's about it's with Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, my buddy was watching that. He was telling me to watch it.
Yeah, so I mean, basically it's based on a true story, but I think episode 3 is gonna come out this week. But not to spoil anything, but like the trailer basically, like these two people have an affair with each other, and then I guess like they start to.
You see in the previews for that.
Yeah, and then they basically
have an affair with me or something like that.
Yeah, and then basically like everything starts unraveling from there. So like they actually did in that adaptation of this, what my wife told me, and Jessica Biel did it, and actually Jessica Biel's character portrayal looks more accurate to the woman who actually.
So it's based on a true story.
It's based on a true story, but they're redoing.
Why is it hard for you to watch Dahmer? Like, just because of what he did?
The whole. I mean, yeah, like it's just very disturbing. Like I have a very. I don't know. Like I have a weak stomach, especially when it comes to.
Whatever. So Krakens and ghouls are cool, but
that's fine.
Whoa, that's too much.
Yeah, let me put it this way to you, Rez. And I'm not gonna try and change your mind on watching it. It's not overly graphic. It's just like have you seen Uncut Gems?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Nah.
All right. Well, that movie's like very, very like tense. Like you're like kind of just like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah. They don't like physically show him. I don't think they physically show him like cutting people or anything like that. That from what I see.
No, they don't. No, nothing like that.
Because it's based on real people. Because it's based on real people. I doubt they're gonna do anything to like disrespect the people that actually passed away.
I love the lady that plays his neighbor though. She's fucking great in that series.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know the story of Jeffrey Dahmer, and it's just the story alone is like it's unsettling for me. And to see it, like I don't know, man. Like I'll take your word for it.
I think if you watch the first episode, it has nothing. It doesn't show him like killing anybody, but it's so tense.
Yeah,
and it was like, whoa, that's just crazy.
I don't think I haven't watched in a while. I don't think they actually show him
don't show
Well,
him
I
anything.
I don't even.
No, the first episode alone. That's all. I don't want to watch the rest of it. I think the first. I would just watch the first episode just to be like, yo, that's just crazy. But what's,
You know
what's
what?
Uncut-
Very,
Uncut
very,
Gems?
very intense. Just
What's
it's not
Uncut
graphic.
Gems? What's Uncut Gems? What's that?
New movie.
It's Adam Sandler movie. He's
Oh, okay.
Sixers are in. Wells
You
Fargo's
know,
in.
have you guys
fucking
seen?
KD's like the second star of the movie.
Have you seen True Story with Kevin Hart?
No.
Oh, that's
I like
actually it's actually really good. Like
that's what
it's
Wesley
definitely-
Snipes. Right?
yeah, with Wesley Snipes. It's definitely a role that I thought Kevin Hart wasn't capable of doing, but it's actually really good. Like it has Kevin Hart, Wesley Snipes, Billy Zane. I know, like if you look past that, I think you'll enjoy it. But like it's crazy because like
I mean, it's like that show Barry on fucking HBO Max with fucking
I want to watch that.
I've heard my buddy at work was just telling me that like no, it's really fucking good. Bill Hader, that's his name. I couldn't remember it.
no, it's not.
Bill Hader
That's
is like really good in that.
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like
He's playing a serious role. That's what it is.
every time you hear Kevin Hart, you think, oh, it's a comedy. It's gonna be the same shtick that like that's what I thought too. And then I saw it and I was like, yo, this is like actually a different side of Kevin Hart.
It's like Robin Williams in 8mm. What is it? What is that? No, Photoshop. What is it called? 1 hour photo.
That's one of the movies that I told Rezi needs to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife saw it. She's like,
Robin Williams. It's almost the same thing you're saying. Like
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume.
That and what was the other one he did? He was with Al Pacino in it. Fuck, what's the name of the movie?
Oh, Insomnia.
Insomnia. That's it.
Yeah.
Really
That's
good.
another really good one.
He was in an episode of what was that? Law and Order SVU.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
that's right.
So good in that. He was so
Yep.
freaking good in that. It was unbelievable how good he was in that.
I actually started watching a show yesterday. It just debuted on HBO, White House Plumbers.
Oh yeah. That's about the Richard
About
Nixon
the,
shit, right?
Watergate scandal.
Yeah.
Really good so far.
Bro,
There's only one
That's a true
episode.
story too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good.
Nah, like it's basically like it's funny because he plays
A comedian.
a comedian. Exactly. He plays a comedian, but there's a twist to it. Like you just gotta watch it, brother.
I just boycott anything Kevin Hart. I'm not a big fan of Kevin Hart, so I don't watch
I mean, I'm not either, but like
I used to
I
love
get what
Kevin
you're
Hart,
saying.
but I got
This is
so
something
sick of
different
him.
outside the box.
yeah, because
I-
I mean like the thing is too, like Wesley Snipes is his co-star, and like when he reached out to Wesley Snipes actually was like, yo, like I'm not gonna do this shit. Like he initially turned it down, but then when Kevin Hart was like, no, like I'm serious, like I want you to be a part of this movie or this series, and he was like, the only way I'm gonna be a part of this is if you take this shit seriously. Like no disrespect, like, but I'm not a type of actor to fuck around like that. Essentially, is what he's saying.
Right.
Like you got to
Did you
fucking.
tell him that some motherfuckers always want to ski uphill or whatever?
And it's cool too because it takes place in Philly, so you'll probably even like it, Mighty, because there's the Sixers in there. They mentioned them.
Well,
And it's
Kevin
like-
Hart's from Philly. Yeah,
Exactly. So I think
he
you would
tried to
enjoy.
get on. He tried to get on the podium when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. No, you stay down there.
Did
Yeah.
what do you guys think about the White Man Can't Jump remake?
Nah, you got to stop it, bro.
I kind of want to see it
No.
just because I want to
No.
see how bad Jack Harlow is
Let
in
it
it.
live, bro. Like it just.
It should have been. They should have made their own. Because Jack Harlow, he actually looks kind of fun. Like he could be a good actor, but it
Yeah.
should have been his own thing.
It's
Not-
like,
don't put White Man Can't Jump. You can't do
dude, it's like you know that movie what is it? Fuck, I just completely blacked out. But they were talking about making a Scarface remake too. I was like, what the hell are y'all
You're talking
doing?
about
Fuck outta here,
that for
They
years.
were.
Like, stop it.
They were.
What's that
Stop
movie
it.
alone?
I heard
Bro,
that
there's
they
just certain movies that are like untouchable, like fucking Scarface is definitely one of them. There's a couple others that like you don't touch them, bro. Like they are what they are, and that's it.
That's what I'm saying. Even the
It's such a it's not like a one of the greatest movies in the world, but it's such a like iconic movie for
Yeah.
sports movies, and like you don't touch. Then you bringing it to the new age, which I feel like the old man because I'm like, oh fuck that. Now I feel like I kind of know how it feels. Like, yo, don't touch, leave that movie alone, bro. Like that movie's so good. I literally just was watching it like 2 days ago. I got it on VHS. It's so freaking good, and it ages so well. No, that's Scarface. Not White Man Can Jump.
Oh, White Man, yeah, it's a classic.
That movie just I could watch that movie 100 times. It just aged really well. It's so good. It's fun. It's still funny.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I think they're gonna take it as a joke.
But it makes no sense to remake it.
It should have been its own thing. Call it something else.
Like they just don't have there's no more originality. Like it's always like, oh, let's do a remake of this. It's like just be creative, be original. Like I don't know. Like even with so one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't know if you guys heard of this movie in the 80s. It's called Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah,
Kurt Russell.
Kurt
Russell, James Bond.
Apparently, exactly. So apparently they're remaking that movie, and it's going to be starring The Rock.
No,
Dwayne The Rock
out of here, bro.
I'm like, bro, how are you going to use The Rock to play Jack Burton?
That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. And like everybody was like, oh well, like you never gave it a chance. Look at Jumanji. It was pretty successful, and I'm like, bro, it's not.
Well, Jumanji is completely different. Like
exactly.
From the original. They did a video game. Like, yeah, they did a video game thing.
But so I don't know. That people just like don't. Who knows? Like even with now I remember what I was gonna say Bel Air. Like they remade it, and it was but it's like a darker.
I refuse to watch that because I
refuse to watch it too. But I heard it was really good though. People are saying it's good. But,
right, but like people initially.
Listen, shit can taste like ice cream. Doesn't mean I'm gonna take a bite.
Right.
Well, you know what good old Jack Burton says in these situations. What the hell?
It's all, you know what they say. It's all in the reflex.
That's such a great movie.
I love that movie. I love David Hong as Lil Pan. I love freaking all the characters in there.
There's some things I like about today's movies, but I want something original. Like they just bring everything as a remake or a sequel or that's.
Bro, that's why y'all got to start getting more into horror movies.
Even that, Adam.
No, but I haven't seen a good horror movie in a while. But
I want something original.
No, you know what's original? What's that movie? I just freaking saw it. Smile, bro. Like that is a good fucking movie.
Bro, it's a good fucking movie. Tell me why my best friend was bashing. He said that Megan was better than Smile.
No,
out of here.
Bro, you are out of your.
Smile is so good, bro.
It's Smile so good, bro. It was different, and it didn't have a lot of jump scares, but it had a lot of creepy stuff. Like, yo,
bro, like that's like it's kind of like that movie. Fucking whatchamacallit, It Follows or whatever. Same fucking deal. Like it didn't have a like it was creepy as shit though.
Yeah,
that's another movie. Like mainstream movies, like shit you see in theaters, like is not a lot original anymore. But like fucking horror movies is like one of the last genres where you see tons of original shit coming out all the fucking time.
I actually watched Honey and Blood, like the Winnie the Pooh thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, the concept is great. The concept is awesome. If they had better actors and better,
well, here's the thing: it's not meant to be a good movie. It's meant to be terrible.
But I understand that. But the storyline, it's like really good. Like but if they had better actors and better like effects, that movie would be a classic, bro. But I understand they're going for like the underground cult classic.
They're going for like the B movie vibe.
Yeah, B movie class, like Sharknado or something like that.
That's
you know what movie looks really good? It's a scary movie too. It's an A24 film.
I want to watch.
Huh?
I want to watch Evil Dead. I still haven't watched it.
I want to go see that too.
I heard that it was just like a carbon copy of the original, but they were like
it's in an apartment building this time. So
yeah. Damn, what was that movie called? I just saw the trailer and I forgot what it was called. Oh, it's called Talk to Me, and it's coming out in.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's coming out in July of this year. But you should watch the trailer. It's pretty good. Like it looks very intriguing to me. Like I feel like it's gonna give me vibes, like smile vibes and stuff.
Yeah, A24, man, they be on
A24 is really good shit.
Their stuff, man. They really
Blumhouse was doing a lot of really good shit for a long time too, but they kind of fallen off a little bit.
It's a horror Winnie the Pooh movie.
It's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's Winnie the Pooh, but like he's killing people.
Sadistic Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
But the storyline, like what's his name? What's his name? Peter, with the kid.
Christopher Robin.
Oh yeah, Christopher. Like he grew up. He used to bring food to them.
I haven't seen that.
He left to college, and like
they fucking ate
Eeyore,
bro.
They were starving, so they had their animal instincts, and they killed who they killed.
Eeyore. They killed Eeyore.
And they ate him.
Bro, you just spoiled it.
No, you're not gonna watch it.
No, bro. My wife is like a horror buff. She's like, we gotta watch this. We gotta watch this.
You can watch Winnie the Pooh eat but y'all can't watch this guy, whatever his name is,
Dahmer.
Dahmer.
I'm not.
I don't understand you guys. I'm so confused.
Because Dahmer Dahmer is based off of a real person. Winnie the Pooh is a fictional.
It's real to me.
Who loves honey? Who's got like a crop top? That's like Winnie the Pooh. And he's got a little piglet and a donkey and a rabbit as friend.
The storyline makes sense. I understand. But if they, like I said, it wasn't a B movie. I think it could have been a really dope movie, man.
I gotta watch it. So
don't watch it. I skipped through it. I didn't watch it like from beginning to end. I watched the beginning.
I'm gonna watch that shit from beginning to end, bro. I can't fucking wait.
It's so much bad acting. It's so bad.
It did Eeyore bad, man. Bro.
But the thing is, it's all animated in the beginning how they tell the story. So
yeah, was Tigger in that one?
Huh?
Was Tigger in that movie?
No, because Tigger was. No, Tigger's a Disney character. That's why.
You're a teacher, bro, and you're laughing.
50 students came
Yo, that's so fucked up, bro. What the fuck?
Yo, that's messed up, bro.
Bro, that's so messed up, dude. What kind of teacher are you, bro?
You're one of my chunky students. I'm like, bro.
He's melding the minds of young ones. Teacher of the year.
Getaway driver.
Getaway driver.
This sounds crazy, bro. This sounds like a crazy ass movie.
Yeah, Tigger called on the phone later and said, "Ask what the scary movie was."
It was good. I thought it was
a scary movie.
I thought it was really good, and also like it's crazy because the actress who plays the main character, she's actually the daughter of Kevin Bacon.
Really? I never seen her in anything.
Well, that was her first. That was her first big. I think that was her first film, like big.
Which movie?
Project. Smile.
Oh yeah.
The two things that got to me was when the sister went down the stairs and her head went like that. Yeah. But when she was talking to the therapist and then she picked up the phone and it was the therapist.
It was the therapist.
Yo, I was like mind blown. And the thing I like about it, they actually show him. They actually show the smile, whatever demon, whatever that is. You know, usually movies they don't show him or they show like a quick little thing about him. But it was good. And the ending was good too. I'm like, yo, usually movies like this end really bad. Had a pretty good ending.
The part that got me though was when the demon like
bro.
What the fuck?
Oh wow.
I was like, yo, this shit is creepy as fuck. He was an asshole and clowned everyone else. So
you can't say kids are assholes as a teacher.
You can't call your kids an asshole.
He had it coming to him. That's fucked.
That's messed up, bro.
That's so messed up, bro.
That's fucked up, man.
What kind of teacher are you, bro?
Yo, I'm so glad you're not my damn teacher. That's somebody's kid, bro. Little chunky.
All right, fellas. I know we're having a great time, but I gotta go to bed, man. Because
it's not even 9:30 over there. What the fuck you mean?
It's 12.
I gotta go to bed.
20 over here.
It's late as shit, and I still got shit to do.
No, you don't.
So.
Stop lying.
You know my schedule, bro.
I'm tired.
You gotta watch Winnie the Pooh.
No, but I mean, the good thing is, guys, I'm gonna be going live. I go live every week, every Wednesday.
Segue.
Yo, go
6:30.
live at 4:00 or something, bro. What the hell?
Fuck, man, I'm still working, bro. Come on now.
Well, go live on a Friday or Saturday night or something.
Wait, what number is that? What number is next week's episode?
69.
Yo, you're gonna get canceled. Relax.
I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll be back. Trust me.
What's the subject for next week? Fuck it. We should talk about that right now, so you know what we're gonna talk about.
The subject for next week is gonna be the Warriors, and gonna recap the postseason round 2.
Yeah, I definitely ain't coming to this live. I got nothing to look forward to.
And we're gonna talk about putting some respect on Loons part 2 with the controversial Draymond Green is a defensive GOAT conversation. We talking about NBA playoffs, and we're talking about more NBA playoffs, and
Some more NBA playoffs.
no, I encourage anybody that wants, because sometimes, guys, like I try to come up with these topics before the live. That way I have some sort of agenda, organizational structure. But if you guys want to throw something in the mix, like who's better?
Yo, I'm telling you, bro, we gotta do like a fucking like talking about movies like for like the past like half hour. That shit was fun as hell for me.
Not like bring it. Like if you guys want me to talk about something, like bring it to my attention. I've only had like 2 people that have DM'd me saying, "Yo, Rez, I really want to talk about this, right? On your next live." And then when my next live comes, they don't show up. I'm like, bro, where'd you go? Like, how can I talk about this if you're not here? Like,
So you gotta just freestyle it.
All right, see, what I need you to do is I need you to watch the movies on that list that I sent you, and we'll talk about that.
I don't think
What?
I don't like ideas.
I said you need to watch the movies on that list that I sent you, and we'll talk about that.
well, bro, that's 5 movies. Like you haven't even seen.
You gotta be watching the fucking MCU, bro.
You have not seen Phase 1 yet. You come at me when you did your homework.
I think we should all watch Winnie the Pooh. Loving,
You know what we should do? We should dedicate one part of the live of a movie that we all should watch and break it down and go over it.
Oh,
If we want to
we're
talk
doing
about
movie
movies,
love now.
we should talk about
Just one part of the segment, not the whole live.
Man, we should talk about a top 5 next time.
A top five of what? Movies?
Movies, yeah, categories.
Bro, I can give you my top 5 right now. Shit.
Go ahead. What? Give me a top 5 sport movies. What's the greatest? Give me a top 3 sports movies of all time in your eyes, not like what people think.
All right. Number 1. Or I'm gonna go from 3 to number.
If any of y'all say Space Jam, I'm leaving.
No, it's not Space Jam. I don't consider that a sports movie. I consider that like just a nostalgic movie. That's different.
Okay.
Number 1, right?
I don't think you know.
I'm gonna go with Gridiron Gang. No, I'm gonna go with Gridiron Gang with The Rock.
All right.
Okay. Number 2, Remember the Titans. And number 3. Nah, I don't want to say.
It's just Airbud.
Hey, that was a classic movie, though.
That is a classic, though.
Nah, I'm gonna say Love and Basketball.
Oh man, your list is horrible, man.
Bro.
Oh, come on now.
Great movie. I'm
Come
joking.
on now. You get. All right, what is your 3?
My favorite movie is got to be Jesus, my mind just went. The Sandlot, hands down, is my favorite. Any Given Sunday, I love that movie. Classic wise, there's so many. I love the one about the Black Sox is really good.
Oh, 8 Man Out.
8 Man Out.
That's such a good movie, man. The third one, man, is tough, bro. But I like Little Giants too, man. Little Giants is so good.
Yeah. Oh, you know what though? See, that's hard, man. Because I want to.
I was going off my childhood.
I want to put Mighty Ducks on there too, but
Mighty Dumb Part 2 or Part 1?
Part 2.
I'm gonna go with 2, bro. Those
2,
jerseys,
right? That's what I'm saying. Part 2 is the best, man.
That one,
the rookie was good.
Bro, what was the dude with the cowboy hat? Like, what was his name? He was like a cowboy.
Oh yeah. The one that he had
what was his name? Dwayne
like
something.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but he was dope. I liked him. And then Goldberg was always like one of my favorites too.
I like Red Tyler in that movie with the knuckle puck.
The knuckle.
That movie was so freaking good, man. Part 2 was good.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. Like my list, I don't know. Like I might have to come back. I might have to come back to that. But the Sandlot,
Moneyball is really good. Moneyball is really good. Moneyball.
Why ain't we got no love for Angels in the Outfield, bro? What the fuck?
That was
I love
good
that
too.
movie.
That's like top 5. All right, not like top 10 actually.
That's
10.
top 3 for me.
See,
Top 3
is hard. That's hard.
The Babe with from this guy
with John Goodman.
With John Goodman. Oh, I love that movie.
All right,
There's
so
so
real
many
quick,
good movies. Oh, come on, man. Dude, White Man Can't Jump.
Angels in the Outfield, Miracle, and Slapshot.
Miracle, yeah.
Slapshot. Which one's Slapshot?
I've never seen.
Oh yeah, with
Hanson brothers.
With the Hansons, with Paul Newman, bro. That's a fucking classic. I'm listening to the
Charles
fucking
Town
song.
Charlestown,
What was the
PA.
one with Tupac? What was the one with Tupac?
Above the rim.
Above the Rim.
And then what was the other one with the girl coach? Oh my god. Sunset Park.
Annie.
Sounds
Yeah.
so good too. Man, there's so many good
Annie.
sports movies, bro.
42 was good. I mean, yeah, that's with
Chadwick
Boseman,
Boseman.
right? Yeah, that one
I
was
wanted
pretty good.
Spike Lee said he wanted to do the Jackie Robinson story. I think his would have been way darker.
Who? Spike Lee's version of that?
Spike Lee wanted to direct it, but I think they went kind of soft with because 42 was a Disney movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
look, remember the Titans too was on his list. Varsity Blues, Above the Rim, and The Rookie.
Oh man, what about The Program? Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
The Program was so good, man.
Program was good. Any Given Sunday.
For Love of the Game with what's his face, Kevin Costner.
The Replacements.
As Billy Chapman.
What about He Got Game?
Yeah. Jesus.
He
Showing
Got
Me.
Game. Oh
would you
yeah,
put that
I
on
forgot
there?
He Got Game.
Yeah, that's a classic
I
too.
love that movie, man. It's so good. I love Spike Lee. So
I'd probably say Field of Dreams is up there for me, and
A League of Their
Major
Own.
League.
A League of Their Own.
Of course, I mean,
A League of Their Own's really good. I love Tom Hanks in that movie.
Snacks, Major League, Indians, Jersey. How many Indians?
I like part 2 better than part 1.
Yeah.
For Major League?
Major League 2.
Part 1, I still think is my favorite of the trio, but
I like Back to the Minors. That one's great.
yeah, Hoosiers. You know, there was a pretty. I mean, it's a comedy, but oh goodness, what was it? Was it North Dallas 40? It was Sinbad and Kathy Ireland.
Yeah,
and Scott Bakula was in it, I think.
Yeah.
Where they were in Texas.
Yeah, I remember that one. What was that movie with Blue? What was that movie with I don't want to consider it a sports game, but the guys that created South Park?
Oh, Basketball. I love that movie.
Which one? What is it called?
Basketball.
That movie was fucking hilarious.
I've never seen.
Oh, I fucking love
Goon.
Goon. That's a great fucking movie.
Bruh.
Goon.
So good. The second one is fucking depressing as shit, though.
The second one is
Major
depressing. The Goon Part 1, it was really, really good, man.
Bro, it's so good. Fucking what's his face? Liev Schreiber as fucking Ross Ray. Fucking great.
That movie was so. I think that movie's so slept on.
For real.
Are you watched the Goon?
No, I haven't seen the Goon.
Oh, you should, bro. It's so good.
You gotta watch. It's a sports movie.
Sean William Scott's in it, but like he's actually like really fucking good in it.
Yo, it's like nobody gonna put Remember the Titans up there. Like that movie was a fucking classic, bro.
I like it.
See, like I love Remember the Titans, but I'm kind of sick of it now because because on TikTok I see football isn't fun now, is it? Like I'm kind of annoyed with that.
I'm just not into like the whole like, oh, we're not racist anymore because we're good at football. Like, this whole racist town, and they're like, oh, we're good now. So
what about Gridiron Gang? Like, yo, like nobody talks about that movie with Exhibit and The Rock. Like
that movie existed.
What do you mean?
It was real life.
It's a movie
based off real.
But I mean,
it won't be in my top 20.
Top 20, not even top 10.
Shit, it might be in my top 25.
It'll be probably like 22 or something like that.
I put it at like 24, 25, something like that. I don't know.
That was like one of my favorite.
Of course, we got Rocky and we got Invincible.
Oh, we got Rocky, the boxing movies too. Man, I forgot about boxing
We're
movies too.
we're talking about like all sports, not just like not the major basketball.
Yeah, I'm talking about any sports movie.
Then I have to retract my original.
Creed was really good. Creed was really good.
So I have to come up with this list and present it next week in the live. So that will be my.
All right, there we go.
I saw.
All right, that's everyone's homework assignment. Come up with your top 5 favorite sports movies of all time, regardless of sport.
Top 5 or top 3? Because top 5.
No, we'll do top 5.
The wrestler
Top 3 is gonna be hard. I can't do it.
Now, see, here's the thing with the wrestler. Would you consider that a sports movie? Because I mean, I love wrestling. You don't get me wrong. I love wrestling, but like, is that a sports movie?
You talking about with Mickey Rourke?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pro wrestling.
That's part of the whole movie about him.
Yeah,
like holding
showing
on.
the inside look at what it is to be an old wrestler.
I know. I love the movie. Don't get me wrong.
And then the movie when he jumped in it, the movie.
Oh yeah,
he does
the Ram Jam.
Just to clarify, what about Nacho Libre? Okay, because that's
that's in my top 5 greatest movies of all time.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Because if that's the case, then that's definitely gonna be on my top 3. Cool Runnings, yeah, that's another one too.
Cool Runnings is a good
one.
Candy, yeah, that's another one.
Why has nobody shown no more love for fucking Angels in the Outfield? Why am I the only one preaching this right now?
No, I like the Angels.
No, it's a good movie, but to put it on top 3, I don't know.
Movie, but
I wore that tape out when I was a kid. That and Goofy Movie. I wore those fucking tapes out.
Yeah.
The Rookie was good though. The whole that was
or what about Semi Pro?
Semi Pro was good too,
I love that fucking bro. Y'all let's like bring movies up. I'm like, oh shit, I might have to fix my top 5 now.
See,
you can duck a wrench, you can duck a ball.
So
Jackie Moon with his free throw technique.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna end the live, but if you missed out and you wanted to talk more, don't worry. I will be going live. I go live every Wednesday. Okay, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m.
Episode number 69. Let's go.
69. Let's go, bro. Not the position, but you know what I mean. It's gonna be
movies.
It's top 69.
Bro, if you give me 1 week, I will come up with my top 69 movies of all time.
You have a week from today for tonight to make. Well, it's midnight, so you have technically
13 days.
13 days. No.
I will come up with my top 69 movies of all time.
So come up with your movies. That'll be a topic. If there is something you want me to talk about, please bring it to my attention. You can reach out to me here on YouTube, or you could actually message me on Facebook as well, or Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram, so message me on there if you guys have any ideas or anything you want me to talk about. Of course, this topic, there was a lot of different topics tonight, but that's the whole point of these lives, to have conversations, and sometimes you guys want to talk about stuff other than jerseys. We're people. We have lives outside of jerseys, despite how much we love them and stuff like that. But different topics every week, guys.
Well, technically, you haven't talked about jerseys in the past 3 lives, I think. Just my observation.
He did show the Pistol P.
Did tonight.
No, you showed a jersey, but we haven't talked about jerseys. From what I've seen, from what I noticed.
I talked about it. I talked about tonight because I was talking about the Warriors or the Lakers jerseys and stuff.
But, you're right.
But like jerseys is always going to be a part of us. But if you guys want to talk about other stuff as well, like movies, real life shit. I lost my train of thought. Fuck. But anyways,
we gotta call him. Rez is going to bed now.
Hit me up. I got some things I need to do before I go to bed. It's 9:30 here. I know it's midnight over there, but that's another one. Shit, Happy Gilmore. Fuck, how could I not include that?
Yeah.
See, that's another one. Shout out to Tack 556.
Fucking the Water Boy. What do you mean, bro?
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. Yes.
Days of Thunder.
Yes. So many. But I'm gonna end it. Guys. You guys have any closing statements? Anything you want to talk about? or say?
No,
I
I'm
can't
good.
say nothing. You gonna get canceled.
Yeah, we about to get canceled because of fucking snacks.
Yo, I can't come on here. I can't say anything, man. Everything I say, you're gonna get canceled.
Just gotta stay Poppy Shampoo, man, and you'll be good.
I've been Poppy Shampoo. I haven't said anything crazy.
Just gotta shampoo your Poppy. So
I think we should come up with top 5s in every category.
all right. So assuming you guys got, if you guys want to put your top 5s, you guys have to be live with me next week.
Wait, we gotta set like
Well,
what
because
like
this segment is not gonna
five
work.
sports movies are top 5 like different genres of movies.
I know you're getting excited. Relax. I know this is your your category.
Bro, I'm a fucking movie buff. I can't help it.
I will have a segment dedicated. Not the whole live's not gonna be about it, but we will dedicate a segment, a part of the segment for that. So you have plenty of time to think about it. Come prepared. Otherwise, this live is gonna fall apart. So.
Bro, I can go on for 3 hours right now. Another 3 hours. We'll be up until midnight over there.
Well, and you can pay for my 8-hour shift tomorrow, and I'll be glad to
I gotta be up and
be alive for you for 8 hours.
Long live for what GT.
That's right. Put some respect on Loons, all right? That's my boy.
JD,
all right, fellas. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night, everyone.
Take care, everyone.
Peace out, guys.